Okay. Yesterday we completed till section 80 DDB. DDB. Till DDB we completed, and then we started with E series, and entire E series also we completed, and TTA and TTB also we completed yesterday. Okay, no. So now what we are going to do, we are going to start with computation of total income questions. But before that, I will, I will discuss 80G with you, 80GG, 80GGA, GGB, and GGC. Okay, all these sections first we will complete, and then we are going to solve the questions. Okay, so rest of the lecture will go for question solving, only question solving. Okay, so before that, please pay attention. See, now I'm discussing 80G with you. Okay, this deduction is available to any person, whether a resident or a non-resident, will not make any difference. You are a resident or a non-resident, you are going to get the deduction. Now, if this person is making donation, sometimes also known as contribution. So donation or contribution is made to notified institutions. Now see what I have done. I have bifurcated these notified institutions into 4 categories. Okay. You have to make the donation, but the donation must be made to anyone? No. You have to make the donation to notified institutions only. Okay. Now the notified institutions I bifurcated into 4 categories. They are into category A, B, C, D. 4 categories are there. Now we'll learn about those categories little bit later. Okay, but first of all, the donation which you are making must be made to these notified institutions only. If you are making donation to anyone else and trying to claim the deduction under 80G, it will not be allowed. It will be allowed only if the donation is made to notified institutions. Okay. Now, the donations which you are making in cash. Cash means monetary. In cash does not mean literal cash. Okay, no. Donation in cash, donation in kind, meaning monetary or non-monetary donations. So you are supposed to donate money. You are not supposed to donate any article, anything. Donations in kind will not be allowed as a deduction. Okay. So non-monetary donations. Non-monetary donations will not be allowed as a deduction under 80G. So if you want to claim the deduction, donate the money. Donate money. Monetary donation will be allowed. Now the monetary donation, the amount of that donation is up to rupees 2000. Then it can be done by any mode. Any mode including cash will qualify under section 80G. But monetary donation for an amount which is more than 2000 must be made by way of any mode but other than cash. Only that will qualify for 80G deduction. Getting my point? So, are you individual? Yes. Can you claim this deduction? Yes. Are you a company? Yes. Can you claim this deduction? Yes. Any person can claim, resident or non-resident, but you have to donate money to notified institutions. Now those institutions are given in 4 categories, A, B, C, D. Okay. Now whatever donation you are making must be a monetary donation, then only it will be allowed under ATG. Any non-monetary donation will not be allowed as deduction under ATG. Okay. Now monetary donation which you are making up to rupees 2000 can be made by any mode including cash. It will be allowed. But if it is for a amount which is more than 2000, then has to be made by way of any mode other than cash. Only then that donation will be allowed. Okay. Now, sir, these are the conditions to claim the deduction. Now, after making the donation, how much amount will be allowed as a deduction? That also you have to understand, no? So, for that reason only, the institutions are divided into 4 categories. Category A, Category B, Category C and Category D. Okay. Now, what I am going to do? I am going to write. For example, this is category. Category A, Category B, then C and D. Now there are certain institutions whose names are written in Category A. So in Category A, there are certain institutions which are classified. There are certain institutions which are classified in Category B, Category C and Category D. If you are making some donation to Category A institution, you can make your donation to Category B institution. You can donate to whatever institutions, but those institutions are given in these categories. Okay. For example, Category A institutions are there and you are donating 50,000 rupees. This is what? This is amount of donation. So how much donation you are making? Example, you are making a donation of rupees 50,000. And this 50,000 donation is made to those institutions who are given in Category A, whose names are given in Category A. Now you can make the donation of rupees, example, 60,000 donation is made to Category B institutions. Then 40,000 rupees donation made to Category C and 80,000 rupees donation made to Category D. Possible? Not possible? Yes, possible. Now pay attention. Out of these two, how much amount will qualify? Qualifying amount. Yes or no? 50 you have donated. Will that entire come in ATG? See, how much out of that will be allowed later on. First you tell me whether this 80 is a qualifying amount for ATG or not. Once it will be qualified, then out of the qualifying amount the deduction will be allowed. So out of this qualifying amount, the deduction under section ATG will be calculated. First you qualify amount. So out of 50,000, how much qualifies? Entire 50,000 will qualify. Out of 60, how much qualify? Entire 60 qualifies. There is no limit. There is no restriction that how much amount you can contribute to Category A institution or Category B. Whatever amount you will contribute, no, that entire amount will be considered for ATG. Okay. Now out of the Category A, donations, 100% amount will be allowed as a deduction. And out of the Category B, 50% amount will be allowed as a deduction. So full amount will qualify, but that full amount will not be allowed as a deduction. Category A amount will be allowed 100% and Category B amount will be allowed 50%. So out of 50,000, how much will be allowed as a deduction? Full 50,000 you can take as a deduction because that was Category A. And category B, entire 60,000 will not be allowed as a deduction. Only 50% out of that, meaning 30,000 will be allowed as a deduction. So 30 plus 50, 80. How much you have donated? 1,10,000. Can that entire 1,10,000 come for ATG? Yes. Entire 1,10,000 you can take for ATG. But out of that 1,10,000, 50,000 was category A, will be allowed fully. And out of that 1,10,000, 60,000 is category B, will be allowed 50%. Okay. Now coming to category C and D. How much is category C? 40,000. How much is category D? 80,000. The total is 1,20,000. Now pay attention, pay attention. Total of category C and category D will qualify subject to maximum 10% of adjusted total income. Subject to 10% of adjusted total income. So first you'll have to calculate the adjusted total income now. Now what is the meaning of adjusted total income? Very simple. You have calculated your GTI, no? Out of your GTI, reduce STCG, 111A, reduce LTCG, 112 and 112A, and also reduce deductions under chapter 6A, all deductions except ATG, because ATG only you are calculating now. So except ATG, reduce all the deduction, ATC to ATU, all the deduction you reduce. So first calculate your GTI. From that GTI, whatever short term gain 111 is there, eliminate. In your GTI, if there is long term gain 112 or 112A, that also you eliminate. And also eliminate chapter 6A deductions except ATG. Whatever amount will remain, that will be your adjusted total income. 10% of that you are supposed to consider. Okay? Hello? So, wait now. Remember, adjusted total income has to be calculated like this. And like this only we calculated, and the amount of adjusted total income came to 15 lakh rupees. How much? 15 lakhs. 10% of 15 lakhs will be 1,50,000. This 1,50,000 is the qualifying limit for category C and category D donations. Both taken together cannot be more than 1,50,000. So if you are donating for C and D 1,20,000, which is within the limit of 1,50,000, so you qualify entire 1,20,000. So can I say in short this or this, whichever is lower? To that extent the amount will qualify. So we are giving you one upper limit. So if you want to donate for category C and D, donate. But make sure the total donation does not go beyond this amount, 1,50,000. If the total amount will be more than 1,50,000, then only up to 1,50,000 C and D will qualify. But if the total donation is 1,50,000 or less, then the entire amount will qualify. Entire C and D will qualify. So entire C and D is 1,20,000. Entire 1,20,000 will qualify. Meaning this 40 qualified fully and this 80 also fully qualified. Don't write anything. Don't write. Please don't write anything. Now out of this 40,000 which belongs to category C, 100% will be allowed. And out of this 80,000 which belongs to category D, only 50% will be allowed. Getting my point? So this will be your 40,000 and this will be your 40,000. 50% of 80 will be 40,000. So total deduction will be 80,000 over here. Did you understand this much? Sure, no? Paka? Now pay attention, pay attention. That limit, no, is 1,50,000. C and D both taken together cannot be more than 1,50,000. So it is not more than 1,50,000. So we have qualified the entire 1,20,000. Now entire 1,20,000 you are qualifying, meaning entire category C is getting qualified, entire category D is also getting qualified. The amount of C will be allowed fully and amount of D will be allowed only 50%. Understanding now? Now what if this limit was only 90,000? Possible or not? Meaning that the adjusted total income you calculated, the amount of adjusted total income was 9 lakh rupees. So 10% of 9 lakh will be 90,000. So C and D both taken together cannot be 90, cannot be more than 90. Yes or no? But it is 1,20,000, sir. Can you qualify entire 1,20,000 or you will qualify only 90? So this or this, whichever is lower. So 90 you will qualify. And if you are qualifying 90, meaning that this 40 full and this 80 full cannot qualify. Either 40 will qualify and 50 will be from category D, or 80,000 from category D and 10,000 from category A. Which one would you prefer? See, if you qualify this for this entire 80,000 you qualify, out of that you are going to get only 50%, meaning 40,000 only. And then from 40 you cannot qualify entire 40. Now you will have to qualify only 10,000 because 10 plus 80 has to be 90. So category C and D total qualifying amount cannot be more than 90. So if you have qualified D fully, then you will have to qualify C only 10,000. So out of 40 only 10 will qualify and 100% of 10,000 will be 10,000. So now your deduction will be 10,000 plus 40,000, 50,000 only. But you can do reverse also. What? Do one thing. Qualify this 40,000 fully and out of this 80 qualify 50,000. So that the total is 90. Yes or no? 40,000 will be allowed fully. And this 50,000 will be allowed 25,000. So total will be 65,000. So claiming the deduction of 50,000 is better or claiming the deduction of 65,000 is better. So always qualify the category C first. Full. And whatever balance remains, that you qualify from category D. Because that is allowed to the extent of 50% only. Got it, sir? This is the toughest calculation in ATG. Now, I will show you the names of institutions category wise. And you will have to remember the names also category wise. If you will make the names here and there, if you shift the category, see the change. If you make category B as your category D, then blunder. Category B does not have any qualifying limit. Full amount qualifies and allowed 50%. If you make category A as category D or category D as category A, then it will be a blunder. So you have to remember the names category wise. And don't ever try to do a mistake in any category, please. Okay. Now see, I will show you the names. Can you see this ATG on your screen? This entire same thing I have already explained. Okay, no? Now, can you see this calculation? Can you see this calculation? This entire same calculation I have done with numbers. Okay, no? With numbers I have done the calculations. If you want to see, you can see it once more. Please go through. Category A institutions, whatever donation is made, full amount will be eligible. Full amount. Out of this, full amount will qualify. But out of the qualifying amount, 100% will be allowed as a deduction. Category B, full amount will qualify. But out of that, only 50% will be allowed. Category C and D, both taken together, cannot be more than 10% of your adjusted total income. C and D both taken together cannot be more than 10% of your adjusted total income. So if this amount is more than adjusted total income, then out of that only this much amount will qualify. If this amount is less than or equal to 10%, then this entire amount will qualify. So to do that, what you will do? You will take C or D, total or adjusted total income, this or this, whichever is lower amount will be eligible. Now out of this eligible amount, what you will qualify first? Entire category C. And whatever balance remains, that you qualify from category D. Because category C 100% deduction is available, and category C, D qualifying amount only 50% available. Done, sir? Then what you will do? A plus B total deduction, C plus D total deduction. So A plus B and C plus D will be your total deduction under ATJ. Will you remember how to calculate this adjusted total income? The same thing I have told you. GTI, reduce long term gain 112, 112A, short term gain 111A, and all the chapter 6 deductions except ATG. Okay, now this is your category A. You have to remember all the names. Wait, this is category B, C and D. This is B, this is C, and this is D. I want all of you to please read these names once. Two more names are supposed to be inserted here, which I have inserted later on. See, these two names. Okay. And please read all the names properly, slowly. Read all the names. You must be seeing that I have highlighted some, words. Yes, those are the words. By using those words, I'll be making a story. And I'll be telling you that story. And once you'll remember that story, all the names will be recollected by you. Don't worry. Okay. See, I will start my story. Okay. But I will not start my story by category A. I'll start my story by category B. See, once upon a time, story is starting, pay attention. Once upon a time, in India, there was a drought. Drought, na? A situation where, there is no rainfall, all the rivers are, dried, ground water levels have come down very drastically, no water to drink, no food grains, because grains cannot be cultivated without groundwater. Okay, no? So no food grains, no water, people are dying because of starvation, even the animals are dying. So that drought is a very, very, very pathetic situation. So in India, once upon a time, in India, there was a drought. And at that time, the prime minister at that time, whoever was the prime minister, he came to you and told you, please help us to, eliminate the drought from India. See, stories can be like this only. You have to do imaginations, okay? And your imagination, the more funny it is, the more you are, supposed to remember the things. Okay? No prime minister is going to come to you. Even I know. But I will think that time I was very powerful. Okay? So prime minister came to me asking for my help. That, sir, please help us to eliminate the drought from India. I said, okay, I will help. So I went to a Zilla. I went to a Zilla. Zilla means a district. In Hindi, Zilla means district. Okay, no? So I went to a Zilla. Which Zilla, you know? Africa. In Africa Zilla, there was an educational institution, there was a university where I took Army, Navy and Air Force training. Where did I go? I go to Zilla. Which Zilla? Africa. There I got one university, educational institution, where I got Army, Navy, Air Force training. And by taking that training, I developed the technology and I applied that technology. Due to that, Bharat became Swachh, Ganga became clean. Bharat became Swachh, Ganga became clean. Ganga became clean means now the river is flowing. Now the river is flowing everywhere. Drought over. Now the drought is over. Don't you think that the Prime Minister will be happy? Even the Chief Ministers will be happy. Yes, sir. All the state governments will also be happy. Entire nation will be happy, happy, happy. Hello. Now you have done your duty. Entire nation got happy. Now do one thing. Get married. Get married and do family planning. Family planning means babies. Okay. Family planning will be done. You'll have a son or a daughter. Okay, no? They will grow and they will grow, they will play and they will go to Olympic. So they will go to Olympic. Now, see, you have done something for your country. You have eliminated the drought. Okay. So now there is nothing left. So now you can marry. Get married. Do family planning. Family planning. Okay. Family planning. Kids are there. Kids will grow. They will play. And they will play and go to Olympics. And after going to Olympics, what a father or a mother needs? Children. They grew up playing and now they are playing for country. They are going to Olympics. Now do some charity. Now there is nothing left. Okay, no? Do some charity. Do something for minority interest. Visit the public places of worship and public tourism places. Come back home and go to sleep. The entire story is a process which started from drought. So at the time of drought, the Prime Minister came to you asking for your help. Do something, help us to eliminate the drought. So you said, okay, you went to Zilla. Which Zilla? Africa. There you got one educational institution, university. There you took training, Army, Navy, Air Force training. Due to that training, you developed the technology and you applied that technology. By developing and applying that technology, Bharat became Swachh, Ganga became clean. Meaning the river started flowing. Okay. Now the drought is gone. If the drought is gone, all the prime ministers became happy. All the prime ministers became happy. Chief ministers also became happy. All the state governments became happy. Even the entire nation became happy. Yes or no? All happy, happy, happy. Now you have done your job for the country. Now get married. Now get married. Now if you will get married, you will do family planning. Family planning means kids and all. Now your kids will play, grow up and go to Olympic. Now, what a father or a mother needs? Nothing, no? You have done everything, whatever you wanted in your life. Do some charity. Do some work for the minority interest. Okay. Visit some places, public places of worship or public tourism places. And come back home and sleep. Done. So, in my entire story, no, I have used only those words which you are supposed to remember. If you will just recollect the entire story once, okay, recollect this entire story once or twice and try to, match the dots with the words. Now see, if drought word is coming, So there will be a Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund. There were three more funds over here. Okay, no? Three more funds which were here. See, I have deliberately cut their names. Why? Because earlier they were there. Now they are no more there in category B. In fact, any donation made to those funds are not eligible for ATG now. So those funds are eliminated only. Okay. So, Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund. If you are making contribution to that fund, if you are making a donation to this fund, the donation will qualify for deduction under section ATG, but it is a category B donation. Category B, only one name you have to remember, only one name. Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund. Only this Prime Minister is there in category B. All other Prime Ministers are in category A only. C. Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, Prime Minister's Armenia Earthquake Relief Fund, PM Cares Fund, yes or no? All the other funds set up by the Prime Minister are there in category A. Only one fund, Prime Minister's Drought Relief Fund, is there in category B. All other Prime Ministers in category A. Okay. Now, have you heard about district educational councils? In every district, no, there is a district educational council, which is known as Zila Saksharta Samiti. Education, or you may say literacy. So increase the literacy rate in every district, no, this council is set up, known as District Education Council or District, Literacy Council. We call this council in Hindi, it is known as Zila Saksharta Samiti. Okay. So if you donate to Zila Saksharta Samiti, that donation qualifies for category A. Okay, no? Zila means Zila Saksharta Samiti, District Education Council. So this is your category A. Then Africa Public Contribution of India Fund. Africa is a friend country for India. Okay. African continent, there are many countries. Okay. So for the public of the Africa, see, there is a lot of starvation over there. Food is not available in Africa. The drinking water is not available. Although there are huge natural resources in Africa. Okay. Huge forest resources, natural resources. But see, that place is not that much, technologically advanced. That much development is not there. So in those countries, from the friend country India, we also contribute some money. The people of India contribute some money in this fund, and our contribution which is made in this fund is used for the betterment of Africa. Okay, it is given as help to Africa from our side. So the help which is given to Africa from India, to give that help, the money comes from this fund known as Africa Public Contribution of India. That is a fund set up by the government of India. Okay, no? So if you contribute to this fund, that is a category A. Then there is a university or an educational institution of national eminence in India. I'm not talking about any university or educational institution outside India. No. I'm talking about only those universities or educational institutions which have national eminence in India, importance in India. Very known, well-known institutions. Like, have you heard about IIT Madras? University or educational institution of national eminence. All the IITs. In fact, IIMs also. Mumbai University, have you heard? Mumbai University? University of national eminence. Okay, no? So there are many educational institutions or university in India having importance in India or well known in India. Yes or no? So to those universities and educational institutions you are supposed to donate. If you are donating to any other university which is not in India, outside India, then that donation will not qualify. Okay, no? only the universities or educational institution of national prominence, national eminence in India only. Okay. Next one, see, for the staff members of army, navy, air force, their family members, okay, to pay them for their betterment, there are funds which are set up by the government: army welfare fund, army central welfare fund, naval benevolent fund, then there is air force central welfare fund. From this fund, what happens? The money is used for the betterment of, army, navy and air force staff and their families. Okay. So in this fund also you can make the contribution, make the donation, or you can donate for a fund which is set up by the government of India for technology development and application. See, we are living 2 to 3 years behind the Western countries. We have just now launched the 5G a year back or so. Okay. They are running 5G since last 4 5 years. For them, 5G is no more a new thing. They are in different zone of technology, and we are technologically very backward from them. So we always have to import our technology from outside India. Sometimes if we have technology but we don't know how to apply that technology, so we have to ask for their help to help us that how to apply this technology also. And for that we have to pay heavy amount of what? Royalty to get that technology, heavy amount of fees for the people who will be coming to help us to help us in applying the technology and all. So this amount is paid in foreign currency, because if we are bringing technology from outside India, technicians from outside India for technical applications and all, so we'll have to pay a heavy sum in millions of dollars. We have to pay in the form of what? Royalty, etc., fees, etc. Foreign currency reserves are getting wiped out because of this. So it will be better if we develop our own technology, if we learn that how a technology which is already developed, how to apply that technology in different, different opinions, different areas of operations. But to do that, a lot of, infrastructure is required, a lot of money is required. So the government helps for technology development and application by funding, give you the funds. So those entities who are involved in technology development, who are involved in technology application, etc., those entities are funded by the government. Government is giving them grants, government is giving them money, that take this money, take this grant from us, develop a technology, develop a method to apply that technology. How much money you want? This much we are going to give you. So government helps. But from where that money comes from? There is a fund which is separately set up. From this fund, the money will go for technology development and application. So the government will always keep aside some money in this fund. The government will contribute. Major contributor will be the government. But sometimes the government also have to meet some contingencies. The money is less, yes or no? So government is asking people of India that if you want, you can contribute to this fund also. You can donate to this fund also. Whatever donations made by you will be used for something good only, no? But to motivate you that you come and donate here, you should be given the deduction. Hence they are giving you ATG. Okay. Next one, Clean Ganga Fund. This is a fund which is made to clean the holy river Ganga. Swachh Bharat Kosh to clean India, okay, which is utilized very beautifully. We can see cleanliness all around, okay. Ganga is also becoming clean. See, these are all the publicity stunts done by the government, and you want to believe right now the amount of fund which these two funds has, no, if that amount is properly utilized for cleaning Ganga and cleaning India, still a lot of money will be saved in that fund, and the purpose for which the fund is set up, no, that purpose will also be achieved. But they don't have any, yes, determination is not there. What to do? Still, thousands of crores lying in these funds, thousands of crores. And people are siphoning off the money. We all are, busy in our own everyday life. What is happening there, we are not aware also. So let it be. But we have to remember, okay? Now, Prime Minister's Fund, all the funds which are, yes, this was during COVID, yes, correct. PM Care funds, no, PM Cares Fund, this was set up during COVID. And there was a lot of, controversy happened because of this fund at that time. It was coming in the news also. So if you follow the news and all, you will be aware about this name, PM Cares Fund. This was created at the time of COVID. Yes, very good. Now, there is a Chief Minister's Fund and there is a Lieutenant Governor's Fund. See, in the Union Territories, no, there is no Chief Minister. That entire Union Territory is handled by Lieutenant Governor. He is as good as Chief Minister for the Union Territory. Yes or no? So even the Lieutenant Governor's Fund for any Union Territory is considered as good as Chief Minister's Fund only. Okay, no? Next one, CM Fund, State Government Fund, State Blood Transfusion Council. These all the funds created at national level. See all these funds. Right now, no, two important funds have been set up and they are also notified for ATG. One is National Sports Development Fund. It can come in the exam. Please be very careful. National Sports Development Fund and National Defence Fund. These two funds are set up. So the purpose, from the name only we can know that what is the purpose of the fund. What is the reason for what the National Sports Development Fund is created? The government keeps aside some money in this fund and they call you to contribute. Call the general public also to contribute in this fund. The money which will be collected in this fund will be used for developing the sports infrastructure in India. Yes or no? What is the reason for creating a National Defence Fund? We have come to know this during this Operation Sindoor. Why this fund is required? Okay, the government allocates money for what? For buying the defense equipments and all. But sometimes that money is, very short also, no, sometimes. So, people also can contribute in this fund. Government will keep aside some money, but people can also contribute. So that your money will be used for the defense of the nation. To buy defense equipments and all, to get the defense deals done, yes or no? So these are the category A funds. Okay, now category B. We have started from category B only. Only Prime Minister Drought Relief Fund is over here. Okay, no? Now, category C. See, any government, central or state government or a local authority or any approved institution, you are giving them the fund, you are giving them the money, donation for promoting family planning in India. So your money you are giving to the government, you are donating to the government or local authority or any approved institution. Okay, no? For what? For promoting family planning in India. So that will be category C, donation. Yes or no? Then you can donate your money to Indian Olympic Association, or you can donate your money to national sports bodies, meaning those sports bodies whose work is to develop the sports infrastructure in India. Like, have you heard about National Football Association, Indian Football Association, IFA? That is a national sports body whose work is to develop the sports infrastructure for football in India. National Basketball Association, National Boxing Federation. These are what? Sports bodies only, whose work is to develop that sports and that sports infrastructure in India. So along with the Indian Olympic Association, you can donate to these kind of national sports bodies also. Okay, no? Whatever donation made by you will qualify for category C. But remember, this donation will be made by a corporate assessee, only then it will be allowed under ATG. to such corporate association. If any person like us, if we go and contribute to Indian Olympic Association or national sports bodies, for us this deduction is not available. This is exclusively available for national sports bodies and what? Indian Olympic Association. This donation to them will be exclusively available as a deduction under ATG for corporate associations only. You must have seen that our athletes who are participating in Olympics and all, you must have seen their pictures, the jerseys etc. which they are wearing. On that jersey some brand or logo will be there of any company. You must be wondering why that company logo is there. He is representing India, no? So he should wear the Indian jersey without any brand name or logo over there. That brand name or logo is because that company has given a huge amount of donation to Indian Olympic Association. That donation money is used for those athletes, that training, that traveling, this, that, etc. Getting my point? So that huge amount coming from JSW, Jindal Steel Works, that amount is given to Indian Olympic Association. Now whenever the athletes will go in the Olympics, on their jersey the logo of JSW will be there. Understanding or not? BCCI, Board of Cricket Control in India, Dream 11. I feel so bad, no, that even after Team India is playing, the name of India is written in a small letters and the Dream 11, the sponsor's name is written in big letters, I feel so bad. At least you should print the name of India in big letters. You promote that brand. I am not against that. But write it in such a way that it is not bigger than your country, no? Let it be. So, one name can you remember? Only one name. Only one name. Prime Minister Drought Relief Fund. Put it in category B. Remember two names. Two names. Family Planning and Indian Olympic Association and national sports bodies. Remember these two names for category C. Okay. Family Planning, category C. Indian Olympic Association or national sports bodies, category C. So B and C is very easy to remember. Okay, now coming to category D. Any government, local authority or approved institution, you are making donation to them for charitable purpose. For charitable purpose now the donation is made. Now see, any government, local authority or approved institution, you are making donation for family planning, then it is category C. Now any government, approved organization or institution, you are making donation for charitable purpose, the same thing is there but the purpose is different. Family planning, then it will come to category C. Charitable purpose, then it will go to category D. Yes or no? Now, have you heard about housing development authorities, infrastructural development authorities, Chennai Metropolitan Corporation, Metropolitan Regional Development Authority, CMR something, no? What is the name of that authority? CMRDC, Chennai Metropolitan Regional Development Authority, CMRDA or something like that. Okay, no? What is the name? Please type the name. Type the short form also. I'll come to know. CMDA, yes, Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority. So the entire Chennai region, entire Chennai area, the infrastructural development will be done by this authority. So this is an authority set up in India for what? For infrastructural development of the city, town, village, etc. So can I say this is an infrastructure development authority? Infrastructure Development Authority. Have you heard about NHAI and all? National Highways Authority of India. So any authority which is constituted in India for the development of cities, towns, villages, etc. Yes or no? Infrastructure Development Authority. In Mumbai, if you'll go, no, it is MMRDA, Mumbai Metropolitan Regional Development Authority. In Ahmedabad, you go, no, so there you will get AUDA, ODA, Ahmedabad Urban Development Authority. Here in my city, no, it is VUDA, VUDA, Vadodara Urban Development Authority. So what is the work of this authority? Infrastructural development of this city, infrastructural development of this town, village, etc. Okay. Now housing development authorities are also there. Tamil Nadu State Housing Board, Gujarat Housing Board, yes or no? Slum Redevelopment Authority. So these housing boards, they are housing authorities. So what they do? They satisfy the housing needs of the needy people. So any authority which is a housing authority or an infrastructural development authority, if you donate the money to them also, then it is a qualifying deduction under ATG but category D. Okay. So housing development authority, infrastructural development authority. Then charitable purpose. Then there are corporations which are set up in India for promoting minority interest. See, there are some minorities in India. If you talk about Sikh, those Punjabi people, okay, no, they are Sikh. They are minority in India. Jews means those Parsi people, okay, they are also in minority. Muslims, they are also a minority in India. So to promote the interest of the minority, there are certain corporations, there are some institutions which are created. So if you go and donate to those institutions also, which promote the minority interest, yes or no, then that will qualify for deduction under ATG, category D, yes or no. And last but not the least, public places of worship. I am not talking about the temple at your home. That is not a public place of worship. That is your own place of worship at your home. People are not coming at your home to do the worship over there. General people can come. Any public can come. No, na. We are talking about public place. Example. Meenakshi temple. Then Tirupati. Then many places are there. If you see Gujarat, no, Gujarat is full of these kind of places. Tirumalai, yes. Then if you will go to Golden Temple, Amritsar. Then if you will go to, Mumbai there is a church, Saint Mary's Church. Goa also there are 2-3 very big churches. Then if you will go to Mumbai, there is Siddhivinayak Temple. There is Haji Ali Dargah. All these places are public places of worship where general public can go. Anyone from the public can go and worship over there. Yes or no? So these public places of worship or public tourism places are also there. Tourism places means Lal Killa, Qutub Minar, Taj Mahal. These are all public tourism places. Anyone from the general public can go there. But whenever so many people are going to these kind of places, they make the places dirty. Cleanliness has to be done. Some people are, mad. They will come and they will try to harm the property. They will, do some mischiefs. Okay. They will break some things. So repairing, etc. will be required. So to maintain these places, to maintain their cleanliness, for their repairing, etc., some money is required. So there is a trust which is created. There is a trust which is created, and that trust is given the responsibility to handle these kind of places. Trust is responsible for their cleanliness. Trust is responsible for the maintenance of these places. Okay, no? So go and give your money to that trust. Go and donate to that trust. That money will be used for the repairs, cleanliness, etc. of these places. But the money donated by you will be eligible for deduction under ATG. Getting my point, everyone? So, four things you are supposed to remember: charitable purpose, infrastructural development and housing development authority, then minority interest, public places of worship and tourism. That's it. These four things, if you come across, donation to these four for these things will come under category D. And two things: family planning and Indian Olympic Association. See, Kaushik, NGOs are what? If NGOs are registered for charitable purpose, then it is an approved institution only, no? NGOs are registered for promoting family planning, then it is approved institution only, no? What is approved institution? Approved association. That NGO only for what you are talking about. Okay, no? This is government. And this is what? NGO only. Central government, state government, local authority, and any other approved institution is what? NGOs only, no? Got it, sir? Now, will you remember all these names? Will you remember the calculation which we did here? Okay, done. ATG done. Now, one of the biggest section after ATC you have just now completed. Okay, now pay attention. Now coming to ATGG. See, if you are an employee and your employer is giving you some income, HRA, can you get your income on the name of HRA? Can your employer give you salary? Yes. Along with salary, he gives you one more income. Take this HRA also. And from that HRA, if you pay the rent, don't you get exemption under 1013A? Do you get, no? So if you get 1013A by paying rent out of your HRA, can you pay rent without even getting HRA? You are not getting HRA, but still you can pay rent. Yes, why not? See, myself, I am not employed in any company. Okay, I am not an employee. I am a self-employed individual. But I don't have my own house. I am staying in a rented house, so I will pay rent. But to pay that rent, am I earning HRA? No. So will I get any 1013A exemption? No. Even if I am paying rent, still I am not going to get 1013A. Because 1013A will be available, 1013A exemption will be available for rent payment out of your HRA income. But what if you are paying the rent out of any other income? You are not getting HRA. There are employees who don't get HRA, but still those poor people have to pay rent. There are self-employed individuals who don't get HRA, still they have to pay rent. Hence, they are not going to get any HRA exemption under 1013A. So for assessees like these who are incurring rental expenditure out of their income, which is not coming in the form of what? HRA. They are not in receipt of HRA. So any individual, resident or non-resident, what did I say? Any individual who is a resident or a non-resident who is not receiving HRA income, but he is incurring rental expenditure for residential accommodation, then for that individual, deduction under ATGG is available. If you are paying rent and receiving HRA also, then for the rent paid you have already claimed exemption under 1013A. You will not be eligible to claim this deduction. You will be eligible to claim this deduction only if you are paying rent without receiving HRA. You are not in receipt of HRA and you are paying rent. Most welcome, you can claim deduction under ATGG. How much deduction you can claim under ATGG? A, B, C, whichever is lower. See, do you remember the limits of HRA exemption? A, actual HRA received. But here it cannot be actual HRA received, no. So take it 5,000 rupees per month. So instead of actual HRA received, what you will take? 5,000 rupees per month. There it was 50% or 40% of salary, depends on where you are paying your rent. If you are paying rent in metro, then 50% of your salary. Other cities you are paying rent, then it is 40% of your salary. Forget about the place where you are paying rent. Okay, take only 25%. But 25% of adjusted total income. What you will take? Adjusted total income. 25% of that. Understanding? How to calculate this adjusted total income? You all already know. Take GTI minus STCG 111A, LTCG 112, 112A minus chapter 6A deductions. All deductions under chapter 6A, 80 except 80GG, because you are calculating that deduction only. Other than this, claim all the deductions, no? Okay. Now, the third limit was rent paid minus 10% of salary. Instead of that, take rent paid minus 10% of adjusted total income. See, limits are similar to HRA only. Instead of actual HRA, 5,000 per month. Instead of 40 or 50% of salary, take 20% of 25% of adjusted total income. Instead of rent paid minus 10% of salary, take rent paid minus 10% of adjusted total income. Hello, ABC, whichever is lower will be your deduction under 80GG. But to get this deduction, you will have to pay the rent. But you should not be receiving HRA. Done, sir? Wait. Rent paid should be more than 10% of your salary. That was the requirement in HRA. The same requirement is here also. Your rent paid must be more than 10% of your adjusted total income. Only then you are going to get deduction. And one more requirement. The place, that is the city where you are paying the rent, in that city, assessee should not own a house property there. Not even his spouse, not even his minor child, not even the HUF of which the assessee is the owner. If in that city, any one of them owning a house, yes or no, 80GG deduction will not be available. So 80GG deduction if you want, what you are going to do, what you have to do, 80GG if you want. In the city where you are paying rent, you should not own your house property there. Not even your spouse. Your spouse should also not own a house property over there. Not even your minor child, and not even the HUF of which you are the member. Can you own a house in some other city? Yes, you can. Still you are going to get 80GG, no problem. But wait, that house property cannot be treated as your SOP. Daddy, if you are claiming that it is SOP, meaning that you are saying that you are staying there, then why are you paying rent here? Take 80GG or take SOP exemption for that. Or take SOP exemption for that and forget about 80GG. You cannot claim both. So, in the same city where you are paying rent, you cannot have your own property. If you have, 80GG will not be allowed. But in other city, you can have your own house. No problem. But that house you cannot treat as SOP. If you are treating that as SOP, forget about 80GG. If you are claiming 80GG, forget about SOP exemption. Both the benefits cannot be taken simultaneously. Will you remember? This was your 80GG, sir. Then coming to 80GGA. 80GGA. See, you must have heard about section 35. PGVP head. Have you heard PGVP head? Donation for scientific research, donation for statistical research, donation for research in social sciences. So whatever donations you are making to approved institutions, approved organizations, approved associations, colleges, universities, etc. for scientific research, statistical research, research in social sciences, for those donations you get the deduction from your PGBP income under section 35. So that donation will be allowed as your expense under the head PGBP only. Hello sir? Then you are not supposed to come here. Wait. One more deduction is there. 35 CCA. What deduction? 35 CCA. Please wait, listen to me very carefully. This deduction is there in PGBP head. It was there in your syllabus also 2 years back, 3 years back. But it is eliminated from your syllabus since last 3-4 years. Getting my point? Now this 35 CCA deduction is there in PGBP but not there in your syllabus. So if it is not in your syllabus, hence I have not taught this thing in PGBP. Now what this 35 CCA says, I'll tell you in brief. Okay, no? If you are an assessee, you are making a donation for rural development programs. There are many rural development programs which are going on. Okay. So any rural development program, specific program, you are donating your money. You are going to get deduction under 35 CCA from PGBP. Okay, you don't want to donate for a specific rural development program? Do one thing. We have one rural development fund. The government has created a rural development fund. From that fund only, the money is used for different rural development programs. If you don't want to donate for a specific program, don't worry, you can donate for rural development only. You can donate in the fund. National Rural Development Fund. So the donation made by you in that rural development fund will qualify for deduction under 35 CCA from your PGBP income. Now, if you don't want to contribute here also, there is National Urban Poverty Eradication Fund. National Urban Poverty Eradication Fund. In that fund also you can donate. So the donation made by you will be eligible for 35 CCA deduction from your PGBP income. Hello sir. And there is one more donation which you can do. The staff which we are employing for different rural development programs. So for the training of that staff also you can donate us. Because different rural development programs would require various people. The government will have to, engage various people for different rural development programs. So for the training of those staff, the government will have to spend money. So if you are donating for their training also, then also the amount donated by you will be allowed as a deduction under 35 CCA. So please wait. What I am writing here, please watch. If the assessee he is any person and he has made donations to approved institutions, organizations, etc. for scientific research, statistical research, or research in social science, then that donation is allowed under section 35 under the PGBP. Yes or no? Now that same donation you are doing to National Urban Poverty Eradication Fund, National Fund for Rural Development. Getting my point? Now the donation is made to this fund or any rural development program or for the training of staff who will be employed, who will be engaged in any rural development program. So donation is made to this or for training, etc. Yes or no? Now this donation will also qualify for deduction under section 35 CCA. Getting my point? Now this entire donation under this section will be allowed out of your PGBP income. Getting my point, everyone? But what if you are not having any PGBP income? and you have still donated these amounts, will you be able to get the deduction of these amounts under 35 or 35 CCA? No. You can get them, you can get these deductions from your PGBP income under section 35 or 35 CCA. But for that you should be having PGBP income also, no? What if you are not earning any PGBP income and still making these donations? Don't worry, for you 80 GGA is there. Claim this entire amount as a deduction under 80 GGA. But for that you should not be earning PGBP income. Because if you are earning PGBP income, you would have definitely taken the deduction under section 35 or 35 CCA for these donations, no? Then why are you coming to claim it again under 80 GGA? 80 GGA will allow only to those people who cannot claim these donations under 35 or 35 CCA because they are not earning any PGBP income. A salaried individual has donated. Will he be able to claim 35 or 35 CCA? No. So for him 80 GGA will be applicable. How much amount? Entire amount donated will be allowed under 80 GGA. Entire amount. But remember, if the amount is up to 2000, any mode. Just like 80G, any mode. Yes or no? But if the amount is more than 2000, then any mode other than cash. Will you remember, sir? This was your 80 GGA. Please read this part. Please do it fast. Very important. Done, sir. Now see, there is a political party or electoral trust and you are donating to that political party or electoral trust. Can you donate? So for that entire donation you are going to get the deduction under 80 GGB if you are an Indian company. So Indian company making a donation to political party, Indian company making a donation to electoral trust, whatever amount donated will be fully allowed as a deduction under 80 GGB. That's it. But remember, if that same donation is made by any person other than a company, then that amount can be allowed as a deduction to that person also, but under section 80 GGC. The section numbers are different, that's it. So any political donation or contribution made by an assessee who is an Indian company to a political party or political party or electoral trust will be allowed as a deduction under 80 GGB. Fully allowed. If it is made by any other person, then the donation is made by any other person other than a company, then the deduction will be available under 80 GGC. But the donation must be made to a political party or a electoral trust. Yes or no? Wait. Single rupee donated in cash will not be allowed as a deduction. The 2000 rupees limit which was applicable for 80G and 80GGA is not applicable here. So whatever amount you will donate, you have to donate by way of any mode other than cash. Even 2000 or less, the donation must be made by way of any mode other than cash. More than 2000 donation, any mode other than cash. Only then that amount of donation or contribution will be allowed as a deduction. Will you remember? Now wait. Tell me about any local authority or AJP. Local authority or AJP can donate. Yes, they can also donate. but their donation will not be allowed under 80 GGB, it will be allowed under GGC, because they are any person other than Indian company, yes or no? So even they can donate. But if they are donating, any AJP or local authority is donating, if they are fully or even partly funded by the government, it is not necessary that they will be fully funded by the government. Even if they are partly funded by the government, any AJP or local authority, if they are funded by the government, that means their funds are coming from government only, then such type of AJP or local authority cannot claim the deduction under 80 GGC. Because what will happen, the government will give them the fund, and these fund, that government will only tell them to give to the political party whose government is there. BJP is there, no? Right now, ruling BJP party is a ruling party. Okay, no? And the government is formed by BJP party. Now this government is funding some local authorities and AJPs and telling them, go and donate to BJP. Don't you think there will be siphoning of money which belongs to the nation? The money of the taxpayers, the Indian people's money, which will come to government, and the government will fund that money, give that money to local authorities and AJPs, funding is done, and that entire funds from them will go to political party. So it should be avoided. So we are not in favor of this. The law says, if any local authority or AJP which is funded by the government, either fully or partly, if they are making this political contribution or donation, we are not going to give any deduction to them. Any person other than them or an Indian company making such donation will qualify for 80 GGC. That's it. Entire amount donated will be allowed as a deduction, but make sure that entire amount has to be paid by way of any mode other than cash. Will you remember all these deductions? 80G is done, GG done, GGA done, GGB, GGC. 5 sections we have done. Okay. Now we are all set to solve the questions. Come. Now first you tell me how many illustrations we have done from deductions chapter. Illustration number, leave illustration number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done. 7 is also done. 7, 8 done. Very good. 9 is also done. 9 is also done, no? Then 10 is also done. 11th we did yesterday. 12th is also done. Okay, 12th is also done. 13th we completed yesterday only. That is also done. Now come to 14th one. Mark this question important. Okay. Pay attention. When you are going to solve this question now, first see what the examiner wants you to do. You have to keep this thing in mind. From this question, you are supposed to compute total income, assuming that you are shifting out of default tax regime. Now, do you know how to calculate total income? Do you know how to calculate? Process. How to calculate? First calculate salary, then house property. So do one thing. Ask your question only, no? Question, examiner is telling me to calculate what? Total income. So to calculate the total income, I need to first calculate salary. Do you have salary details? Give me the salary details. From that I will calculate salary. If no salary details, thank you, salary is equal to nil. Question, second thing which I am supposed to do is what? House property. Question, do you have house property? So check the details of house property. If given there, calculate house property. Or the house property income, they will only calculate and give it to you. If no details given, income from house property is equal to nil. Then question, to calculate total income, I need PGBP. Same thing. PGBP details are given, calculate PGBP. You know how to do it. They can directly give you PGBP income also. Take that income, say thank you to the examiner. Or if nothing is given, PGBP is equal to nil. Likewise, capital gain, IFOS, then clubbing, set off, you can add. You will get GTI. And once you get GTI, check for deductions. ATC to ATU. Any deductions are there? Mark. And while checking for the deductions, also remember what you have studied for those deductions. Whether it is allowed, not allowed, how much allowed, yes or no. You have to remember all those things. Take the deductions from chapter 6A, but remember from GTI, from special income, it will not be allowed. Getting my point? So this entire process should be there in your mind. Now whatever you are supposed to do, you know that what you are supposed to do. Tell the question to give you those things. Then see, the moment you will, ask from the question, no, question to calculate my total income, I want salary. If you will give the command to the question, no, the question is going to give you those details. You will never be, confused. Getting my point? Sure. See, Mr. Shiva, aged 58 years. An individual who is 58 years old, is he a senior citizen or not a senior citizen? Not a senior citizen, okay. Sure, no? Not a senior citizen, no? Sure. Okay. Has a gross total income of 7,75,000. Whenever the examiner does this thing, you have to thank him. Thank you. Why? Because you have calculated GTI on your own. You have not given us trouble to calculate this. In the same question, he can give you all the informations remaining same. He will give you details of salary. He will give the details of house property. He will give the details of other sources. And from that, he will tell you to calculate GTI. Everything remaining same. But do you know that how to calculate salary? Yes. So no need to worry about that. Okay, no? Next one. Oh, comprising of income from salary and the house property. Meaning that this 7,75,000 does not include any special type of income. Entire income is a general income, taxable at normal rates only. And wait, from that entire income you can claim chapter 6A deduction. Okay. Now he has made the following payments and investments. Premium paid to insure the life of our major daughter. Oh, major daughter means my own child, no? Whether major or minor or married or unmarried or dependent or independent will not make any difference if it is life insurance premium. For medical insurance premium, it should be for dependent child. Yes or no? But for life insurance premium, there is no such requirement. Yes or no? Now, policy taken on 1st April 2018. Meaning that the policy is taken on or after 1st April 2012 for major daughter. Is major daughter a handicap? No. So, any policy for a person who is not a handicap, on that policy, the premium should be maximum 10% of capital sum assured if the policy is taken on or after 1st April 2012. Yes or no? So how much should be the premium? 10% of this, if you will calculate, you are going to get 18,000. So the maximum premium should be 18,000. How much premium you have paid? 20. So this 20 will not qualify, 18,000 will qualify under section ATC. You are going to get the deduction under ATC. Next one. Medical insurance premium, self 12,000, spouse 14,000. For this, deduction under 80D will be available. And see, total is 26,000, but the limit will remain 25 because you as well as your spouse, both are not senior citizen. And if none of you is a senior citizen, so the mediclaim premium paid will be allowed to the extent of maximum 25,000. So this plus this is equal to 26 will be allowed subject to maximum limit of 25, whichever is lower. So this 25 will be allowed under 80D. So 80C will be allowed, 80D will be allowed. Yes or no? Donation. Oh, donation meaning 80G to a public charitable 80G category D. Do you remember? Very good. So 80G allowed charitable, hence it is category D. Okay, instead of 50,000 by way of check. Thank God it is by way of check. If it was in cash, 80G tick, no, it would have been cross, not allowed. But if it is in other than cash, then it is allowed. Okay, but how much will be allowed, that we will have to calculate. Qualifying limit is there because this is category D, right? Now, next one, LIC pension fund. Do you remember 80CCC we did? This is under 80CCC, LIC pension fund. Entire 60,000 we can claim. But do you have 80C? Yes. Do you have 80CCC? Yes. And if 80CCD1 is also there, then overall limit of 80CC will be applicable. So these things will have to come in your mind. Okay. Next one. Donation to National Children Fund. Ayyo, National Children Fund, 25,000 by way of check. 80G will be available. But National Children Fund is category A. Now this donation under 80G, this will also be allowed because this is Prime Minister Drought Relief Fund, 25,000 by way of check. But this is your category B, Prime Minister Drought Relief Fund. Then donation to approved institution for promoting family planning. Family planning, can you see? 40,000 by way of check. So this is category C. All the four categories are given. Now deposit in PPF will be allowed under 80C. Compute the total income of Mr. Siva. Very easy question. Very easy. Very, very easy. Please pay attention. I am solving. So your gross total income. In the bracket I will write down given. Outer column 7,75,000. Outer column directly I will write. So whatever deductions I am supposed to take, I will take from outer column only. Yes or no? Less. Is there any special income there in GTI? No. So I can directly claim chapter 6 deduction out of this? Yes. So deductions under chapter 6A. So this will be 80C. 80C is how much? 18,000 only. 18,000 or 1,50,000, whichever is lower. So this will be 18,000. 80CCC do you have? Yes sir. 60,000 or 1,50,000, whichever is lower. 80C is only one only, no? No other. 80C is 2. Yes, 1,18,000. This is 1,18,000. 1,18,000. So this will be 1,18,000. Yes or no? 1 lakh PPF and 18,000 premium, 1,18,000, right? No? Now, this will be 60,000. Now, do you have 80CCD1? So, no need to write. CCC CCD1 nil. No need to write also. Can you add? This will be 1,78,000. So, C plus CCC will be subjected to overall limit . Section 80CCE, that is 1,50,000. So both of them taken together cannot be more than 1,50,000. Yes or no? So this will be 1,50,000. C plus CCC. Okay. Did you do any mistake over here? Krishna, you committed mistake here. Now you understood? See, this is your learning phase. Okay, no? So once you commit this mistake, now you are not going to do it again. Now next time whenever this thing comes in front of you, no, you will be aware. Okay, in that question I did that same mistake. Now in this question I am not going to do. So we are doing that only here. Understanding? Next one. Now after ATC, do you have ATD? Yes sir. I have 26,000 ATD, but my limit is only 25,000. Whichever is lower will be 25,000. Now after ATD, what other deduction you have after ATD? Only ATG you are having now. So ATG I will have to calculate. ATG. See, now you will say donations to notified institutions. So this deduction will calculate working note, right? Now after claiming this deduction, whatever will be there, that will be my total income. Sure sir. So now working note. See, I am writing A. You are also writing A. But in the exam, don't write A. Write the name of that institution. Okay. Donation to. What was the name of the institution? National Children Fund. So you'll write National Children Fund in the particulars here. Now, amount. Donation amount. Okay. Now, qualifying amount. Then, percentage of deduction. Then, deduction under section ATG. Right now, A, B, then C and D. Now A is how much? 25. B is also 25. C is 40. 25, 25, 40 and 50. So 25, 40 and 50. Correct now? How much is the qualifying amount? Full 25. Full 25. How much is the allowable percentage? 100%, 50%. So this will be 25,000 and this will be 12,500. Okay. Now category C and D both taken together is how much? 90,000. So C plus D total is 90,000, will be allowed subject to 10% of adjusted total income. So to calculate adjusted total income, I will first take 7,75,000 GTI. Yes or no? Is there any STCG 111A? No. Is there any LTCG 112A? No. So no need to deduct those amounts because those are not there only. Can you deduct other deductions? Yes. 1,50,000 ATC and triple C. Then 25,000 ATD. Any other deduction you have? No. Total 7,75,000 minus 1,50,000 minus 25,000 will give you 6 lakhs. 6 lakh only, no? 10% of 6 lakh will be 60,000. So C plus D both taken together cannot be 90. It has to be maximum 60 only. So C plus D both taken together cannot be more than 60. So 40 will be fully qualified and out of 50 only 20 will qualify. Ayyo, understanding? So this 40 will fully qualify and 100% of that you are going to get 40,000. Yes or no? Out of this 50 only 20,000 will qualify now because 40 plus 20 I have to keep it 60 only. 50% of that will be 10,000. So now total the last column. 25,000 plus 12,500 plus 40,000 plus 10,000. 87,500. How many of you committed mistake here? Where did you commit mistake? You got it? Totaling. Okay, no? Now 87,500 is your deduction under 80G. Now 80G, you will write 87,500 over here from working note. Now do you have 7,75,000? Yes. Minus 1,50,000 minus 25,000 minus 87,500 will give you 5,12,500. This is the right choice, baby. Aha. So both of you, one mistake each. Mark that mistake, don't do it again. Okay? Very good. Now let's come to the next question. 80GG done. Yes. Come to question number 15. Mr. Ganesh, a businessman, whose total income before allowing deduction under section 80GG. Meaning, all the deductions are taken. All the deductions. GTI, all the deductions taken. But 80GG is not taken. Without taking 80GG. Meaning that they are directly giving you adjusted total income for 80GG. Yes or no? So can I say this is your adjusted total income given in the question itself. Now 4,60,000 is your adjusted total income, and he is paying house rent of 12,000 per month in respect of residential accommodation occupied by him at Mumbai. Compute the deduction allowable to him under section 80GG if he has exercised the option of shifting out, meaning he is not following 115 BAC. So, are you getting HRA income? Is the question mentioning that you are earning HRA income? No, you are not getting HRA income, but still you are paying rent, no? So, for that rent paid, you are going to get 80GG deduction. How much? A, 5,000 per month will be 60,000. B, 25% of adjusted total income. Do you have adjusted total income? Yes, 4,60,000 into 25% will be 1,15,000. So 60,000 or 1,15,000, or rent paid is how much? 12,000 into 12, 1,44,000 minus 10% of adjusted total income, 46,200. Sorry, 4,000, 46,000. Yes or no? 46,000. That will give you 98,000. So A, B, C, whichever is lower. How much deduction you are going to get under 80GG? 60,000. But wait. What difficulty they can bring here? Come on, you tell me. You tell me. What difficulty they will give? They will give the details of salary, house property, PGBP, capital gain. They will tell you to calculate GTI. But in that GTI question, they will give this information. But they are not going to now give you directly adjusted total income. You will have to calculate it. Got it? Sure. This was your illustration 15. Now coming to illustration number 16. See, during the previous year 24-25, ABC Limited, an Indian company, contributed a sum of rupees 2 lakh to an electoral trust and incurred expenditure of 25,000 on advertisement in brochure of a political party. Do you remember in PGBP head I told you that if you incur an expenditure on advertisement in brochure, newspaper, magazine, etc. of a political party, that is not an advertisement expense allowable under the head PGBP. 37 to be disallowed, because that is treated as political donation by you, which will be allowed under 80GG. Yes or no? So if you are an Indian company, making this donation will qualify for 80GG. Yes or no? But this advertisement expenditure incurred by you, will it be your deduction under the head PGBP? Can you claim it as a deduction under PGBP? No. Because under section 37(2)(b), this is disallowed. But the same thing you can claim under 80 GGB, because it is as good as contribution made by you to a political party. So the amount which you are spending on the advertisement in the brochure etc. of a political party is as good as contribution made by you. Hello sir. And if it is a contribution made by you to the political party, it has to be considered under 80 GGB and not to be treated as your PGBP income. Hello. Sorry, not to be treated as your PGBP expense. It will be disallowed under section 37 2B. Yes or no? So how much will be your deduction under 80 GGB now? This 25,000 and 2 lakh, total 2 lakh 25,000. See. Eligible for deduction under GGB. Now read this entire part at home. This is whatever I have explained. No, everything is written over here. Okay, easy or difficult? Very easy. Okay, no. Now pay attention. Next question. This is illustration 17. No, we'll do it later after doing 80JJAA. Yes or no? Once we are done with 80JJAA, then we are going to solve this question. Illustration number 17 is pending. 18 we are going to do later when we will be doing 80QQB, because that section is also pending. After 18, do you have 19? Have we solved 19th question? 19th question. Did we solve this question? Please check. I guess we have solved it. Yesterday only we have solved this. 19th one. Yes or no? Then forget about 19th. Come to question number 20. Good question. Mr. Gurnam, aged 42 years, means he is not a senior citizen. Salary income computed 5,50,000. No need to do any standard deduction, no need to do anything. Whatever salary head, final income of salary head, they have computed. Now, he has earned interest of 14,500 on the savings bank account with SBI. With any banking company, if you are having a savings deposit account, on that savings deposit account, whatever interest is coming now, that will be your income from other sources, taxable. And additionally, you can take the deduction under section 80 TTA. Why TTA? Because it is a savings deposit account and interest up to 10,000 can be claimed under 80 TTA. If you would have been a senior citizen, then this interest, FD interest, all interest under 80 TTB up to maximum 50. Yes or no? No. Compute the total income from the following particulars, assuming he has exercised the option of shifting out, meaning 115BAC not followed. Okay. Now, life insurance premium paid to Birla Sun Life in cash. Ayyo. Life insurance premium in cash. So what? No problem. Even if it is paid in cash, no, life insurance premium is allowed. Okay. But wait, still it will not be allowed. Because 25,000 you have paid for dependent parents. You have to pay yourself, pay for yourself, your spouse and your children, not for your parents. If this would have been a medical insurance premium, then would have been allowed. But wait, still it was not allowed because it was paid in cash. Getting my point? So life insurance premium paid for parents is not allowed. Yes or no? Under ATC. So this 25,000 you will ignore. Now no need to see when the policy was taken, how much was the, how much will be the capital sum assured. No need to look at those details because this deduction is only not available under ATC. Okay. Next one. Life insurance premium for the insurance of life of his major son who is not dependent on him. Wow. See, life insurance premium of any of your children can be paid. whether the child is a dependent or an independent child. Yes or no? So this will be allowed under 80C. But wait, sum assured is 3,50,000 and the policy was taken on 30th March 2012, meaning that you will take 20% of this, which will be 70,000. So up to 70,000 the premium can be paid. How much premium you have paid? 19,500. So this entire 19,500 will qualify. Yes or no? Here nothing will qualify. Nil. This 25,000 will be ignored. Next one. Again life insurance premium you have paid by check 22,500 for insurance of his life. For your life you can take 80C deduction. Policy was taken on 8 September 2020, meaning on or after 1st April 2013. And are you a handicap or a person suffering from specified disease? No. So you are not a handicapped person. For you, the capital sum assured, 10% of capital sum assured should be the premium. So capital sum assured is 2 lakh. 10% of this will be 20,000. And how much premium you have paid? 22,500. 22,500 will not qualify. 20,000 will qualify. So under section 80C, you will take 20,000. Now premium of 26,000 paid by check for health insurance of self and wife. So this will be allowed under 80D. Okay, no, wait, one more thing is there. 1,500 paid in cash for his health checkup and 4,500 paid in check for preventive health checkup of his parents who are senior citizens. For your preventive health checkup will qualify in your limit. Subject to your limit, this will be allowed. But your parents will be allowed separately, subject to separate limit of your parents. Yes or no? Parents are senior citizens. So how much limit will be available? 50? Wrong. 25. Because medical insurance premium of the parent, senior citizen paid, then 50. Medical expense of a senior citizen for whom no medical claim is there, then take the limit 50. Otherwise, no need to take the limit of 50. Yes or no? So what you will do here? This will also qualify for 80D. But if your 1,500 you qualify, then parents 3,500 will qualify. But it is not advisable to qualify your 1,500 because you have already exhausted 25,000 limit. 26,000 premium only you are paying for yourself. Yes or no? So why are you wasting your parents 4,500? Allow that fully. No, take that fully. And from your preventive health checkup, qualify only 500. Got it? Next one. Interest of 8,500 on loan taken from bank for MBA course pursued by his daughter. So can I say this is higher education loan? Interest will be allowed under section 80E. Full amount will be allowed. A sum of rupees 5,000 donated in cash. Gone. 80G cannot be claimed now because the amount is more than 2,000 and it is paid in cash. So even if it is paid for promoting family planning, even if it is category C, but still it cannot be claimed as a deduction under 80G because the amount is more than 2,000. 5,000 is more than 2,000 and paid in cash. 80G will not be allowed. Getting my point? Now pay attention. Very easy question. Very easy question. What are you supposed to do now? Same type of calculation. Now first you will have to calculate your GTI. Salary you have 5,50,000. Do you have house property? No need to write. PGBP? No need to write. Capital gain? No need to write. IFOS you have no? In IFOS, interest on saving bank account, that is 14,500. So now you are going to get your GTI, that is 5,64,500. Now this entire GTI is normal GTI only. From that you are going to claim chapter 6A deduction. Are you getting me what I am doing? Are you understanding? Okay, now less deductions under chapter 6A. How much deduction? 80C. 80C, all the premiums you add. 19,500 plus 20,000 plus only two interest are there, no? Two premiums are there, 19,500 and 20,000. Okay, no? So it will be 39,500. So under section 80C, 39,500 or 1,50,000, whichever is lower. So 39,500 you are going to get here. Okay. 80D can you claim? Yes. Now please pay attention. 80D for self, spouse, dependent children, and for P for parents. Okay. Medical insurance premium paid is how much? Self and spouse 26,000. 26. For parents, no mediclaim paid. Preventive health checkup 1,500 here you have paid and 4,500 here you have paid. So qualify this 4,500 and out of this qualify only 500. Yes or no? Even if you don't qualify this amount, then also there is no problem because the limit is already crossed. Okay, no? So tell me, how much is the total qualifying amount? 26,500, and here it will be 4,500. Remember, your parents are senior citizen, but the amount which is getting qualified is not mediclaim of senior citizen. The amount which is getting qualified is not the medical expense of a senior citizen for whom no mediclaim is there. It is preventive health checkup. For preventive health checkup, you cannot take 50,000 limit. Yes or no? Even if the parents are senior citizen, you are supposed to take a limit of 25,000, and you are supposed to take the limit of 25,000. This or this, whichever is lower. This or this, whichever is lower. How much will be here? 25,000. And how much will be here? It will be 4,500. Add both of them. You are going to get 29,500 as a deduction under 80D. Are you getting it? Sure? Easy, no? Now see, after 80D, 80G is also there. You will write 80G and you will write nil. And why you did not take the deduction? You are just supposed to give a note. Okay? Can you total? Wait, one more deduction is there. 80TTA is there. So after 80G, we are going to take 80TTA. Interest which I have included 14,500 or 10,000, whichever is lower. So this will be 10,000 minus 5,64,500. 5,64,500 minus 39,500 minus 29,500 minus 10,000, 485,500. Are you getting this? 485,500 is 479. So I have committed some mistake. Wait, okay. One deduction I forgot to take. One deduction. After 80D, 80E is also there, which I forgot to take. Okay, no? So before 80G only, I will take that. I will shift this a little bit down. $80E is there, no? 80E. That was entire 6,500 can be taken as deduction. So this will be 4,79,000. Done. Now 4,79,000. See. Done, sir. Everyone. So this was your question number 20. 20 is done. Come to 21. 21 we will not be able to solve right now. Now 3 questions are remaining. One question on 80JJAA, one question on 80QQB, and one question on 10AA. These 3 sections when I'll teach you, that time we are going to solve these 3 questions. Okay, now as of now all the questions in the deduction chapter we have completed. Now directly we'll move on to the next chapter, the last chapter, that is total income computation. Very interesting questions, very good questions. Okay, so we'll start from the very first question. Question number 1. This is the last chapter in your ICI study mat, chapter number 9, computation of total income. Now all the questions which are there, okay, out of those questions, what I'm going to do, see, today I'm going to give you few homeworks. 2-3 questions in homework will go. Okay. Rest all the questions I will solve. And these questions which are there in the homework, these questions also I'll solve. Don't worry. Okay. So take question number 1 as your homework for today. Very easy question. It is talking about salary and all. Okay. First calculate salary, then calculate total income, then take the deduction and compute total income. Okay, sir? Very easy question. Question number 2. This question also you are supposed to try at home today. Question 1 and question 2 you are going to try at home today. Okay. Coming to test your knowledge. Okay. Test your knowledge. Question number 1 is there. Can you see question number 1? That entire question number 1, if you remember one thing, we did one concept of marginal relief, if you remember, in the first chapter only. Same concept is there, marginal relief. Okay, no? So even this question is going for a homework today. Don't worry, each and every question I will solve. But you are supposed to try the question once at your home. Okay? These 3 questions are there for homework today. Okay? Now, question number 2, I am going to start with you. Right now only. And this is your examination question. If you will see, if you will try to read this question, no, they have tried to, confuse you. And when you will see the solution, no, you will say, oh my God, this is very easy question. Solution is so easy. But you have to remember many things. Okay. Now see, this was the question in the exam. It was for 8 or 10 marks, if I'm not wrong. Okay. What this question is saying, I'll read. Miss Charlie, an American national. American national means she is not a citizen of India. She is a citizen of America. She can be a person of Indian origin. For that, she or any of her parents or any of her grandparents were born in undivided India. But that is not the case given in the question. So she is neither an Indian citizen nor a person of Indian origin. Okay, no? Now, she got married to Mr. Radhe of India in USA. She got married to a person of India. And she got married in USA. This year, no, last year she got married on 2nd March 2024. You don't have to do anything with their marriage date. Okay, no? Now pay attention. And came to India for the first time on 16th March 2024. So can I say, in the previous year, 23-24, meaning last year, she came to India for the first time in her life. Prior to this, she has never come to India. This is the year in which she is putting her steps in India for the first time. On what date? 16th March. So can I say 16th March to 31st March 2024? Last year, 16 days she will be in India. Count from 16, 17, 18. So out of 31, remove 15 days. First 15 days she is not in India. But on 16th and afterward she is in India only, no? So remove 15 days. So how many days she is there in India? Only 16 days stay. And since then she is in India. Meaning that in my previous year 24-25, on 1st April she is in India only. Because she has already come on last year, 16th March. So since then she is in India. So beginning of my previous year, on 1st April also she is in India only, no? And see, she is leaving for USA. Left for USA on 19th of September. Meaning that in my previous year, from 1st April she is in India. But she stays in India, she remains in India till 19th of September. Then she leaves. After 19th she is not in India, but till 19th she is in India. The date on which she is leaving, that date is also counted as a stay in India. Yes or no? Wait. After 19th she is not in India, but she is again coming back to India on 27th March 2025, this year only. So 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 5 days more she has come to India. So can I say starting from April 30 days, May 31, June 30, July 31, August 31, September 19 days. Total stay is 172 days plus 5 more days. So her stay in India in 24-25 is how many days? 177 days. Now tell me, during the previous year, she is an Indian citizen leaving India for the purpose of employment? No, not covered by first exception. During the previous year, 24-25, she is leaving India. She is an Indian citizen leaving India as a crew member on an Indian ship? Not covered by second exception. During the previous year, 24-25, she is an Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin coming to India for the purpose of visit? No, she is neither an Indian citizen nor a person of Indian origin. So she cannot be covered by third exception also. Getting my point? And if she cannot be covered by third exception, she might be covered by special case. Do you remember special case? Indian citizen, person of Indian origin coming to India for the purpose of visit, but total income is more than 15 lakhs. Yes or no? Then she will not be covered by exception number 3. She will be covered by special case. And in special case, basic condition B will also be applicable, but 120 days will be checked instead of 60 days. So she is not covered by any of the 3 exceptions and also not covered by special case. Her case is a normal case. We have to check both the basic conditions. Okay. Basic condition A, stay should be 182 days or more, less than 182. Basic condition B also applicable. Stay should be 60 days or more. Yes sir, 60 days or more, 177 days. But last 4 years stay, not more than 365. Last year only 16. Prior to that 3 years, 000. So total stay in last 4 years is only 16 days. Basic condition B, part 1 fulfilled, part 2, last 4 years stay not fulfilled. So basic condition B fulfilled or not fulfilled? Not fulfilled. Neither she is satisfying A nor she is satisfying B. So tell me, in this previous year, what is her status? Non-resident. Now they are not telling you in every question, no. See, in the first line only they tell you, Mr. Ram, age 45 years, resident. Mr. Mohan, age 58 years, resident. They only give you the residential status. This time they did not give you residential status. This time you had to determine the residential status. Yes. Now you have only determined this residential status. There will be marks to determine the residential status. Because if you will see the question, no. They are saying determine her residential status. Did you determine the residential status? Yes. This will be marked. There will be marks allotted to give you this answer. What will write? An individual will be treated as a resident in India only if any of the following two basic conditions fulfilled. Write down the basic condition. In the case of Miss Charlie, her stay is 177 days. Calculate 177 days, which is not more than 182 days, but which is more than 60 days. However, her stay in the last 4 years is not more than 365 because her stay is only 16 days. Hence, she becomes a non-resident. Can you write down this much? There will be 2 marks for this. Okay, now pay attention. Now this non-resident is earning some incomes while in India. What did I say? While in India, when she was in India, she had purchased a showroom in Mumbai on 30th April 2024. Meaning this year only she had purchased a showroom. Showroom means a commercial property. Commercial property means a house property only. So this is her house property in India. Commercial property means a house property in India, which was leased out to a company on a rent of 25,000 per month from 1st April 2024. Can I say this is her let out property in India? LOP in India. Now from this LOP, she is earning 25,000 rent starting from which month? May. So how much is the let out period? 11 months only. 11 months, 25,000 will be 2,25,000. Can I say this entire rent is coming from a property situated in India? Now, no matter what, wherever you are receiving it, this will always be your Indian income. So even if your residential status is non-resident, this will be your Indian income taxable for you in India under the head house property. So now you will bring this amount under the head house property as your actual rent. But wait, this actual rent will become your GAV because there is no detail about municipal value, fair rent, etc. So you cannot calculate expected rent. Yes or no? So can I say this 2,25,000 will become your GAV? Sir, there is no vacancy, because 30th April you bought the property, you became the owner, meaning from May till March for 11 months you are the owner, and for all the 11 months you have let out the property, there is no vacancy, sir. Okay, if there is no vacancy, whatever rent is there will be for entire ownership period of 11 months. And if I would have been your examiner, now what I would have done, with this actual rent, I would have given you the municipal value, fair rent, standard rent, etc. of the same property. And for the full year, per annum amount I would have given. Then all those amounts you would have considered. You would have calculated your expected rent. 12 months expected rent you are comparing with 11 months. Wrong answer. Expected rent will be for ownership period. And your ownership period is only 11 months. So expected rent should be for 11 months. All the amounts, municipal value, fair rent, standard rent, everything should be converted into 11 months. 11 months expected rent compared with 11 months actual rent. No vacancy, whichever is higher becomes your GAV. This question can be twisted like this, yes or no? But you are very lucky that examiner is not giving you such type of confusions. He is not making the question difficult for you. You just thank your God that I don't set the papers. If I set the papers, no, I will not allow you to move also in the exam. And very soon, I am planning to do something like that. But don't worry, by that time you will qualify. Okay, let it be. So did you understand GAV 2,25,000? Now if there is municipal tax, it will be allowed as a deduction, but there is no municipal tax, or there is a municipal tax. No municipal tax. So NAV will be 2,25,000. Now out of that NAV, 30% standard deduction will be there. So 2,25,000 minus 30% standard deduction will be there. But for this property, you have taken a loan. See, she had taken a loan from bank for purchase of this showroom, on which bank had charged interest of 97,500 up to 31st March 2025. Whatever interest for this year charged by the bank, hello, this year's interest will be allowed fully in this year out of the annual value, yes or no? So can I say 2,25,000 was your GAV? 30% you will reduce, and minus 97,500 will be your interest. So income from house property which she is earning, income from house property which she is earning from this house property in Mumbai is 60,000, and this entire 60,000 will be taxable for her in her total income, because this is her Indian income. Even if her status is non-resident, will not be exempt, it will be taxable for her. Indian income taxable always for all the types of assessees, yes or no? Now she had received following cash gifts from her relatives. So when she was in India, no, at that time few gifts she received. One gift she received from the husband's parents, meaning relatives. For individual, Charlie is an individual. For individual, parents of the spouse, meaning lineal ascendant and the spouse of lineal ascendant of the spouse. Yes or no? So my spouse is my wife. So for Charlie, her husband is spouse, no? So lineal ascendant of my spouse, father, and spouse of the lineal ascendant means mother. Parents of the spouse, also my relative. So from relative, whatever gift is coming will not be taxable. Even if it is received in India, will not be taxable, because it is coming from relative. Now, sister of husband is also my relative. For me, my brother and sisters are my relatives. So the brother and sister of my spouse are also my relative, no? So from relative 11,000, from relative 51,000, not taxable at all. But friends of her husband are not my relatives. They are not the relatives for my husband also. So friends are giving, husband's friends are giving cash gift of 151 and 21. So total is 1,72,000. Don't you think that this 1,72,000 will be taxable under the head IFOS? Yes or no? So now she is having two incomes. This is IFOS income and house property income based on her residential status. Will it be taxable? No. Indian incomes always taxable for all types of assessees. Yes or no, sir? So tell me, how much will be her GTI? Income from house property will be 60,000, and income from other sources will be 1,72,000. Yes or no? So total will be 1,72,000 plus 60,000 will be 2,32,000. Yes or no? Now wait. 2,32,000. Total income 2,32,000. 1 minute. 25,000 into 11. 2,75,000. See, I have taken rent of 60,000. No, this is not 60. I will make the calculations. This 25,000. This 25,000 rent which I have taken. No, 25,000 into 11. Okay, this will not be 2,25,000, this will be 2,75,000. Please calculate. 2,75,000 minus 30% standard deduction and minus interest is 97,500. So income from house property will not be 60, it will be a different amount. Okay, no? So 2,75,000, 25,000 into 11 will be 2,75,000 minus 30%. Minus 97,500. 97,500 will give me 95,000. Income from house property is 95,000, friends. It is not 60. By mistake, instead of 275, I took 225. It is 275. For 11 months, 25,000 is 275. Yes or no? So 95,000 is my house property. 95,000 is my house property. And IFOS is 1,72,000. That is going to give me 2,67,000. Now tell me, can I say this is my GTI? Yes. Do I have any chapter 6A deductions? No. So this After taking chapter 6 deduction, my total income will be 2,67,000. Okay, no? Now they are telling you to calculate the total income also. Please check. Did you determine the residential status? Determine her residential status, yes. And compute the total income along with the amount of tax liability. Wait, have you calculated the total income also? Determine the residential status, non-resident, 2 marks. Determine the total income, 2,67,000, 2 marks. Then now they are telling you to calculate the tax liability also. If you are shifting out of default tax regime, then apply normal rates. And if you are not shifting out, then apply 115 BSE rates. Yes or no? So tell me, she opts out of the default tax regime, meaning she is not following 115 BSE. And if she is not following 115 BSE, I will have to apply the normal tax rates. First 2,50,000, no tax. 2,50,000 to 2,67,000, 17,000 into 5% will be 850. So tax will be 850. Wait. Total income is not more than 50 lakhs. So not getting any, no need to apply any surcharge. Surcharge will not be applicable because total income is less than 50. Rebate can be there because total income is less than 5 lakhs. And the moment you will take rebate, you are gone. Rebate is available only to a resident individual, yes, whose total income is 5 lakhs or less. Bloody, you have only determined the residential status and non-resident and you are taking the rebate. So bad. Will you take rebate? Even if the total income is not more than 5 lakhs, still you are not going to get any rebate because you are a non-resident. Yes or no? Now on this you will have to apply 4% cess. 850 into 4%, 34. So it will be 884. Now you will have to round it off to 890. Sorry, 880. This will be your final tax liability. So they are saying calculate the tax also. So 2 marks for this tax calculation. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 marks. And 2 marks for part B. Would the residential status undergo any change? Assuming that she is a person of Indian origin and her total income from Indian sources is 1,80,000 and she is not liable to tax in USA. Wait. The entire chapter of residential status they have tested. And believe me, in the examination there will be one question confirmed from residential status chapter. If you take that chapter lightly, no, you are gone. See, we have done it so many days ago, So it is very difficult for us to recollect the things. But if you will not recollect, the things will not be easy. See, if you are an Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin coming to India for a visit, you will be covered by exceptions. Third exception, provided your total income from Indian sources is 15 lakhs or less. Done? But here they are saying, assume that she is a person of Indian origin who is coming to India for visit. No, after marriage she has come to India for the visit. Yes or no? So she is not coming here to permanently settle down. Meaning she is coming for a visit only. Okay. And if she is coming for a visit, she is a person of Indian origin coming for a visit, will not be covered by exception because her total income, meaning the Indian source income, is more than 15 lakhs. So we will have to say that she is not covered by exception. So basic condition B will be applicable. But B will not be a normal basic condition B. It will be a special basic condition B because she is a person of Indian origin coming to India for the purpose of visit and her total income is more than 15 lakhs. So she is covered by special case. And in special case, basic condition B is applicable. But we don't check 60 days, we check 120 days in the current year and the last 4 years more than 365 days or more. So basic condition A still will not be fulfilled because our stay is only 177 days. And basic condition B, 120 days in the current year and the last 4 years, 365 days or more, still will not be fulfilled. Her stay is 177, more than 120 only. But last 4 years stay is still 16 days only, no? So basic condition B will also not be fulfilled. So her residential status will remain same, non-resident. And if you will try to cover her under 61A deemed resident, you cannot cover. This information is given. She is not liable to tax in USA. Meaning that they want you to think about the deemed resident concept also. If you are an Indian citizen, your total income is more than 15 lakhs and you are not liable to tax in other country, then you are a deemed resident in India. If you are not becoming a resident, then you are becoming a deemed resident. To become a deemed resident, your total income should be more than 15 lakhs. It is more than 15 only. You should not be liable to pay tax in other country. You are not liable to pay tax in USA. But for that you must be a Indian citizen. You are not an Indian citizen, so we cannot make you deemed resident also. Getting my point? So what will be the residential status? It will remain non-resident. Will you be able to do this kind of question now? Hello, sir. So in the last point B, what will be your answer? Answer you will write that, see, if a person of Indian origin coming to India for the purpose of visit and total income is not more than, total income is more than 15 lakhs, no? Then basic condition B is applicable, and which will be following, which will be as follows. Stay in India 120 days or more in the current year, and in the last 4 years it should be 365 days or more. But in the case of Charlie, still this basic condition B is not fulfilled. A is not fulfilled, still this basic condition B is also not getting fulfilled. Hence, our residential status will remain non-resident only. Now, paragraph. As per 61A, any Indian citizen whose total income is more than 15 lakhs and not liable to be taxed under any other country will be taxable in will be treated as deemed resident in India. But in the case of Charlie, even though her total income is more than 15 lakhs, even though she is not liable to pay tax in USA, she can still not be treated as a deemed resident in India because she is not an Indian citizen. Full stop. That's it. And her status will remain non-resident. Got it, sir? Very easy. Now, next question. This is very important question. Very good question. Question number 3. So from here, your real fight will begin. The main 15 marks questions. Okay. Question number 3. Don't worry, we have solved questions like this. Okay, no, earlier. It will not be difficult. So 15 marks question, it will be very difficult. Not difficult at all. Whatever you have studied, from that only the question is coming. They are not asking you that tell us how to make a rocket. There is no rocket science which is being asked. Whatever you have studied, from that only it is asked. Sometimes you remember something, sometimes you don't remember. That is a part and parcel of this subject only. Okay. So what we are going to do? We are going to do this question number 3 now. Okay. Question number 3. Dr. Niranjana, a resident individual aged 60 years, meaning senior citizen, resident plus 60 or more, running a clinic in Surat, meaning a doctor is doing a profession. So believe it or not, in this question you are supposed to compute the PGBP income. Okay, income from the clinic which she is earning. So a professional doctor doing her profession, medical profession. Okay, so PGBP income will be there. Now to calculate that PGBP income, the income and expenditure account is given. See, and can you see the profit? Hello? From this profit only we have to fetch the PGBP income. So which method is that? Direct method or indirect method? Yes. So income and expenditure account given, meaning we will follow indirect method. Okay. And usually in the questions where PGBP is there, okay, no, we read information, and then we read table. Do you remember that? So this question also we are supposed to read like that. Information done. Now come to the additional information. Don't read the table right now, okay? Rent paid includes 30,000 paid by check towards rent for 30,000 rent for her residential house in Surat. Meaning she is paying rent for residence, and that 30,000 rupees is paid by check. That is included in the rent above. So that entire rent which is appearing there, that is not related to business. Out of that 30,000 is personal. Will that be allowed or that will be disallowed? Disallowed. Only the balance 60,000 will be allowed. Yes or no? So two splits. The 30,000 relating to house will not be allowed, but the balance 60,000 will be allowed, no? Balance 60,000 will be allowed. The 30,000 which is related to the house, residential house, will not be allowed. But do you remember one thing? Just now, some time back, we have done one deduction, 80GG. 80GG is a deduction which you get for the rent paid for residential house. If you don't get HRA, so definitely if she is doing a business, she is in a profession, she is not employed anywhere, so she might not be getting what? HRA income. So if HRA income she is not receiving and he is paying rent, so for that rent paid, is she going to get deduction under 80GG? But to claim that deduction, the rent paid should be more than 10% of her adjusted total income. And also, where she is paying rent? She is paying rent in Surat. In that city, she or her spouse or her minor child or the HUF of which she is the member, there should not be any house property owned by all of these people in Surat. Only then she is going to get 80GG. Yes or no? So right now I can say that based on the information, I can say that 80GG I can take, but subject to further conditions. Yes or no? So 80G I can take, but that 80GG will be allowed or will not be allowed. That is a case which we have to see later on. Yes or no? But 80GG I can take. Okay, wait. Now this information done. Now you don't have to see this information again. Now clinic equipments. For doctor, clinic equipments are plant and machinery. So this is our plant and machinery. Opening WDV is given. If nothing is mentioned, the rate of depreciation is 15% only. General rate. Okay. So opening is given. This year some plant and machinery is purchased and there is no plant and machinery sold. Not given here. But wait. In the question, no, they can put you in some, confusion. They will just give you opening WDV here. And plant and machinery purchased, clinic equipment purchased, they will give you in the expenditure side. Can you see the expenditure side? There in the expenditure side, they will write down clinic equipment purchased. Now tell me, is it a capital expenditure? Yes. Will it be allowed fully under PGBP head? No. It will be added to the block. So it will be disallowed. Add back to the profit and do one thing. Show that amount in the block of asset. Yes or no? So you will from here add to the profit. This should not be reduced. This is not your business expense. Disallowed. Add back to the profit and bring that amount in the block. In the additions. Yes or no? Now if there is some clinic equipment which is sold, they will not give you the information over here. They will say sold, clinic equipment sold income is coming, on the income side they will record proceeds from sale of clinic equipments. Tell me, clinic equipments are your plant and machinery which are there in the block. From the block if they are going, tell me one thing, it should be a deletion from the block, no? That is not your PGBP income. That is a deletion from the block. That is not your PGBP income. Put a cross. Why it is added to the block? Why it is added to the profit? Reduce from the profit and show it as a deletion in the block. You are very fortunate that these type of information not given in this question. If that would have been given, the effect would have been given like this, the way in which I have discussed now. Okay. So now tell me, do you have any addition in the block? Yes, only one addition. And any deletion in the block? No deletion. And addition before my birthday or on or after my birthday? On or after 4th October. Do you remember? Yes. 4th October or after that, purchased and put to use, less than 180 days. Yes or no? So 7th December, meaning that this is less than 180. So if this is less than 180, then on this half rate of depreciation will be applicable. Now do you know how to calculate the opening, how to calculate the value of the block? You will take opening, add addition. Addition will be 2 lakh. Total will be 7 lakh. Minus deletion, nil. So the value of the block will be 7 lakh. Out of that 7 lakh, on 2 lakh you are supposed to calculate half rate. And on the balance 5 lakh you are supposed to calculate full rate. So that is segregated here only. So on 2 lakh apply half and on 5 lakh apply full. Okay. So apply full rate 15%. That will be 75,000. And on this apply half rate 7.5%. You are going to get 15,000. 15 plus 75 will give you 90. So the depreciation under section 32 is how much? 90,000. Now tell me one thing, is this 90,000 recorded above? Is it allowed as a deduction? Is this amount allowed as a deduction? Do we have to allow this? But is it reduced from the profit? No. So we will separately reduce from the profit. No. This is my business related expenses. Business related expense not recorded above. So I will have to now separately reduce. This is my unrecorded business expense, UBE. But what if there was some depreciation above? That was the depreciation as per P&L, as per books. That is not allowed. So add back that depreciation and reduce this one. Getting my point? But you are lucky that the depreciation is not given here. Why not given? This is not P&L. This is income and expenditure. And in income and expenditure account, you never record depreciation. If this would have been P&L, definitely they would have given depreciation also. So that depreciation is as per books, should not be reduced. Add back. This should be reduced, but this was not reduced. So reduce it separately. Got it, sir? Next one. So put this information in box. Now rent received relates to a residential property situated in Surat. Surat, have you seen somewhere? Anywhere have you seen Surat? Have you seen Surat anywhere? Yes. Surat, you are paying rent also. For that you are about to take 80GG. Do you remember? But now don't you think 80GG will not be allowed? Because in Surat you have already one house property and which you have given on a rent. From that, whatever rent you are receiving, 27,000 is from that property only. So the city where you are paying rent 30,000, in that city you are having your own house and you are coming to claim 80GG, we will not allow. 80GG will not be allowed. So you'll have to give a note that even though rent paid is for residential accommodation, eligible for deduction under 80GG will not be allowed under 80GG because Dr. Niranjana is already having a residential house in Surat. Got it, sir? Now tell me, this rent, earning this kind of rent is not a professional income. No, this is your house property income. So this is not a professional income. Why you have added this? reduce it from the profit and show this amount under the head house property. So this will be your income from house property. Under the head house property, this will be your actual rent. And in the absence of any information regarding the municipal value, fair rent, standard rent of the Surat property, will you be able to calculate the expected rent of Surat property? No. So if there is no expected rent which you can calculate, in that case the actual rent only will be taken as GAV. So take this amount only as what? GAV. And that they have also mentioned in the question. Gross annual value 27,000. If they would not have given 27,000, still I would have taken 27 only. Got it, sir? Now, the municipal tax 2000 paid in December 2024, has been included in administrative expenses above. So how can you bloody include the expense of your house property head under administrative expense? Is it your business related expense? No, na. So from your administrative expense, how much is that? 2,55,000. This 2,000 which is related to house property, municipal tax of a house property, this will go to house property. This is not your PGBP expense. So this will not be allowed. Only the balance 2,53,000 administrative expense allowed as a deduction under PGBP head. This is the administrative expense related to your business or profession, only 253. But the balance 2,000 which is included here is not your administrative expense, not your business related expense, disallowed. Will be considered separately under the head house property. So you will consider this 2,000 as a deduction from your GAV. But wait. This 2,000 is the municipal tax which is paid in this year. Hence you will reduce out of 27,000. If I would have been your examiner, no, what I would have done, I would have said that this 2,000 is paid on April 2025. Included in. Yes. So what you would have done, disallowed from here. But when you will bring it to house property, no, don't take it as a deduction. Because in order to take it as a deduction from GAV, it should be paid in this year. Is it paid in this year? April 25, next year? No, not allowed as a deduction. But you are very lucky that the examiner is saying that it is paid in December, meaning this year. So you can claim it as a deduction from house property head, yes or no? But wait, one more this information can be twisted like this also. They could have told you municipal taxes payable 2,000. Included in administrative expenses. They could have used twisted the language like this also. Municipal taxes payable 2,000 included in administrative. First of all, this effector will remain same. But when you will bring it under the head house property to be reduced out of your GAV, it will not be allowed because it is payable. It is not actually paid. And municipal taxes are allowed only on payment basis under the head house property. Do you remember? These kind of things we have already done under the head house property. So you have to be very careful while reading the question. Okay, no? So now, this information is done. She received salary of 7,500 per month from Full Cure Hospital, which has not been included in consultation and medical charges. Can you see consultation and medical charges here? 58 lakh 85 something. Don't you think for a doctor in her profession, this is her main PGBP income? In this consultation and medical charges, this 7,500 per month into 12, 90,000 salary is not included. Thank God it is not included. Meaning that the entire consultation and medical charges is your PGBP income. If this salary would have been included, we would have to split this into two parts. The salary which is included, not a PGBP income, cross, reduce from profit. And then bring it under the head salary. Now, is it included here? No. No need to adjust from profit under PGBP head. Directly we will go and charge under the head salary. Yes or no? So can I say that this is your income from salary? 7,500 per month into 12, 90,000. Directly you will bring this 90,000 to salary head. But wait, this will entirely taxable. Yes. But out of this you will get standard deduction. Now it depends that how much standard deduction you are going to get. If you follow 115 BSE, you are going to get 50,000. But if you don't follow 115 BSE, you are not going to get 50, you are going to get 75,000. Yes or no? If you don't follow 115 BSE, you are going to get 50. If you follow 115 BSE, you are going to get 75. Depends what type of regime you are into, default tax regime or optional. Now see, Dr. Niranjana availed a loan of rupees 5 lakh. 5 lakh 50. 5 lakh 50 is a loan, no? 5 lakh 50 is a loan. By the way, loan is not an income. Ignore this 550. We don't have to do anything for this 5 lakh 50. 5 lakh 50 from a bank for higher education of her daughter. So 5 lakh 50 is a higher education loan. By the way, it is loan, not an income. No need to do anything. 5 lakh 50 you have to ignore. Yes or no? Now, she repaid principal of rupees 1 lakh and interest there on 55,000. So can I say higher education loan, principal amount repaid 1 lakh and higher education loan, interest 55,000. This interest now, you can claim this under 80E. Very easily, you can claim it. But this 1 lakh is the principal repayment, cannot be claimed under 80E. Because under 80E, only the interest on higher education loan is allowed. Yes or no? So where this 1 lakh will be claimed? Nowhere. It is allowed nowhere. Ignore that 1 lakh also. Understanding? Next one. She paid 1 lakh rupees as tuition fee, not in the nature of development fees or donation, to a university for full-time education of her daughter. Definitely you are going to get 80C deduction for this. Tuition fees paid for any two children for full-time education in a school, college, university in India will be allowed as a deduction under 80C. Okay. 500 per month. How come? No. Okay. Understood? No. Now see. An amount of 28,000 also been paid by check on 27th of March for her medical insurance premium. Is she a senior citizen? Can you see senior citizen? She is a senior citizen. First line only. And for herself, she is paying a medical insurance premium. So will that insurance premium be allowed? Yes, it is paid by check. Hence it will be allowed. But the limit will be 50,000. So subject to 50,000, this entire 27,000 can be claimed. 28,000 can be claimed as a deduction. Yes or no? Next one. From the above, compute the total income. They are telling you to compute the total income under the default tax regime. You have to follow 115 BSE and optional tax regime. You have to follow both. So first what we will do, we will follow normal tax regime and we will calculate. Then we will follow optional tax regime. Understanding, no? Okay. Now pay attention. Now come to the table. Now in the table, can you see expenditure side, medicines consumed? So in my profession, in my medical profession, I am earning these fees. To earn these fees, I have to give services to my patients. My patients will come. So will I give medicines etc. to them? So medicines are consumed in the course of my profession. Is it my professional expense? Allowed or disallowed? Allowed. Tick mark. Allowed. Then staff salary. Is it my professional expense? Yes, it is an expense related to my profession. Clinic consumables. Do you remember those syringes are there, cotton is there, Dettol, dressing ointment and all. So whenever some patients will come, I will have to sometimes use these items also for giving them the treatment. No, they are known as clinic consumables. So those are the things which are usually consumed while giving them the treatment. Yes or no? So any expenditure incurred on such items will also be my professional expense, allowed as a deduction. Yes or no? Then 90,000 I have already done some adjustments. Administrative expense, already done the adjustment. Now amount paid to Scientific Research Association. Can I say this is the donation made to Scientific Research Association? If I follow 115 BSc, then this will not be allowed, disallowed. And if I don't follow 115 BSc, then this will be allowed. So right now, this is allowed because we are not following 115 BSc as of now. But when we will follow 115 BSc, then we'll add it back. Yes or no? We'll disallow and we'll add it back. Getting my point? Right hand side. Consultation, medical charges already done. PGBP income. Now tell me, income tax refund 5450. Is it my PGBP income? No. So I will have to reduce from my profit 5450. Now where I will bring this 5450? I will bring this 5450 in IFOS. But under the head IFOS, I cannot charge the entire 5450 because out of that 5450, 5000 is the income tax refund. The tax which I have paid, that is coming back to me. That 5000 is not my income, but the interest on that income tax refund will be my income, taxable under the head IFOS. So whenever I'll bring this 5450 in IFOS, this 5000 will be ignored since it is not my income, and 450 will be my income from other sources, taxable. But wait, in my profit, no, I have already added 5450. So to calculate my PGBP income, I will reduce 5450. Yes or no? That time I don't have to ignore 5000. That time entire 5450 I will reduce. But when I will bring this 5450 in IFOS, I cannot tax entire 5450. I will tax only 450. Okay. Dividend. This is not my PGBP income. This is my income from other sources. Winnings. This is also not my PGBP income. This is my IFOS income. But remember, from profit I will reduce 10,500. From profit I will reduce 35,000. Both these amounts I will bring to IFOS. IFOS will take entire 10,500 because that is a gross dividend. But IFOS will not take 35,000 winnings. IFOS will tell me gross it up. Because winnings income taxable under the head IFOS has to be grossed up. Hello sir. So including TDS, gross amount I will have to show taxable. Yes or no? Now we have solved the entire question. Now please pay attention. Check. If you don't follow 115 BAC, and if you follow 115 BAC, done sir. Now see, income from salary. Income from salary. 90,000 is there. 50,000 standard deduction. So 40,000 will be taxable if I don't follow 115 BSc. But if I follow 115 BSc, then I will get 75,000 standard deduction. So from 90,000, 75,000 standard deduction will be 15,000 taxable if I follow 115 BSc. Are you all understanding what is happening this? Now income from house property. Do I have 27,000 GAV? 27,000 GAV? 2,000 rupees municipal tax paid in this year. Reduce. Municipal tax reduced, then NAV will be 25,000 minus 30% standard deduction, and there is no interest on housing loan. Will I get 17,500? That 17,500 will be my taxable income from house property under both the regimes. Whether I follow 115 BSc or I don't follow 115 BSc, my house property income is not going to change. Yes or no? That will remain 17,500. 17,500. Everyone understanding? Now PGBP. You will take your calculator and do whatever I will tell you to do. Don't press any other button. Okay. To calculate PGBP, I take profit, and whatever expenses are disallowed, I add all those expenses, and whatever incomes which are not my PGBP income, I reduce those incomes. UBE, unrecorded business expense, I reduced, and UBI, unrecorded business income, I add. Yes or no? Do you remember this? So take profit on your calculator for 4 lakh. How much is the profit? 4,40,400. Did you take the profit on your calculator? Now wait. look at your expense side. Under the expense side, are there any expenses disallowed? Yes. 30,000 rent is disallowed. So add 30,000 rent. Then add 2,000 administrative expense. If you are not following 115 BSE, yes or no? If you are not following 115 BSE, then scientific research donation is allowed. So no need to add it. Okay? Then come to the right side. Incomes are there. The incomes which are not taxable under PGBP add. Income tax refund 5450. Have you added it? No? Will you reduce? Yes. 5450 reduce 5450. Then reduce 10,500. Then reduce 35,000. Then reduce 27,000. On your calculator, you must be getting 3,94,450. Wait. This is not your PGBP income. There is unrecorded business expense, 90,000 depreciation. Reduce 90,000 depreciation. Any other unrecorded business expense? No. Any unrecorded business incomes? No. You have already done all the markings, my dear friends. Now on your calculator, can you see 3,04,450? That will be your PGBP income. Yes or no? But wait. If you don't follow 115 BSE, then this is your PGBP income. But what if you follow 115 BSE? Don't you think that this amount paid to Scientific Research Association as donation, even this will be disallowed? So this is also to be added to the profit. So on your 3,04,450, you will have to add 1,50,000 once more. So you are going to get 4,54,450. How much you are going to get? 4,54,450. Rest everything remaining same. Only one payment, that is payment donation to Scientific Research Association, will be disallowed. So you will have to add back that also. So in that case, your profit will not be 3,04,450. Your PGBP income profit will be 4,54,450. Everyone getting it? Now under both the schemes, normal scheme or default tax scheme, yes or no? There is no capital gain income. Will you calculate your IFOS now? Yes. There is no change in IFOS calculation. Under both the schemes, IFOS will remain same. 450 interest will go. Yes sir. 450 interest I will take. Then 10,500 dividend is gross. That also I will take. And I will take winnings, but winnings will be grossed up. Winnings cannot be taken as net. So winnings 35,000 plus 15,000, 50,000 will come. So can I say 50,000 winnings plus 10,500 dividend plus 450 interest, 60,950. That will be my IFOS under both the regimes. Getting my point, sir? Now pay attention. 60,950 plus 3,04,450 plus 17,500 plus 40,000. You are going to get 4,22,900. This will be your GTI. And 15,000 plus 17,500 plus 450 plus 60,950. You are going to get 5,47,900. This will be your GTI. First, check this amount. Third question, no? See, under the default regime, if you are following 115 BSE, then your GTI should be 547,900. Did we get 547,900? Yes or no? Now, when you don't follow 115 BSE under normal provisions, yes or no? Your GTI should be 422,900. 422,900. Did you get 422,900? So GTI, both the things are correct. Okay. Now, less. Chapter 6A deductions. Remember, if you are following 115 BSE, you are not going to get any chapter 6A deduction other than 80CCD2, 80CCH2 or 80JJAA. any of these three deductions are not there. So whatever other chapter 6 deductions are there, you are going to claim from normal tax regime but not from 115 BSE. Yes or no? Now do you have any chapter 6 deductions? Yes sir, I have. Sir, I have 80 double G, but which I cannot calculate, which I cannot claim, sir. Why 80 double G you cannot claim? Because in Surat you have a house. So 80 double G you cannot claim. But sir, can you claim 80 C? Yes sir. Entire 1 lakh you can claim under 80 C. Under 80 C, is there any other amount? No. Only 1 lakh is there under 80 C. So 1 lakh or 1 lakh 50, whichever is lower. So can I say under chapter 6A, deduction under section 80C, 1 lakh or 1 lakh 50, whichever is lower, 1 lakh. Here you are not going to get that deduction. 80D, 80D is how much? Come on, please check. 80D is how much? 80D is 28,000. So here you are going to get 28,000 or 50, whichever is lower, 28. Here you are not going to get that deduction. 80E do you have? Yes sir. Interest on higher education loan amounting to 55,000. So you can claim 55,000 from here, but that 55,000 cannot be claimed here. Yes or no? Can you see the comparison between both the schemes, normal scheme and default tax regime? Yes or no? Now 80 GG, this is dash, this is dash. 80 GG cannot be claimed because in Surat you are having your own house. Okay. Now can you please total? Here it will be 5 lakh 47,900 only, and 422,900 minus 1 lakh minus 28,000 minus 55,000, you are going to get 2,39,900. This is your total income. So the same question can be asked in two ways. If you follow 115 BSE, then your final answer should be this much. And if you don't follow 115 BSE, you follow normal scheme, then your final answer should be this much. Okay, sir? How was this question? Easy, no? Very easy. See, the things should click at correct time. And if they are clicking, you are able to give the correct effect at correct places. You are never going to commit mistake. Understanding? This question will be for at least 15 marks. Main question, compulsory question, 15 marks. Understanding? Now, let's come to the next question. This question is also good. Important. Mark this question important. Question number 4 also. The size of the question, very big. So, Miss Purvi, aged 55 years, is a chartered accountant. Age is 55 years, huh? If her age is 55 years, meaning that she is not a senior citizen. She is a chartered accountant in practice, meaning that she is into accounting profession. So accounting profession means she is earning professional income, PGBP income confirmed there. Now to calculate that PGBP income, income and expenditure account is given. Can you see the profit given in the question? Yes. From this profit only we'll have to fetch the PGBP profit. Yes or no? So which method? Direct or indirect? Indirect method. Very good. Income and expenditure account. This will be indirect method. Done, sir. Now don't read the table right now. Go to the adjustment. Adjustment number 1. See, allowable rate of depreciation on motor car is 15%. So give us the details about the motor car. Opening WDV, additions, deletions. You are not telling us anything. Meaning that, see, motor car was not there in the business since the beginning. Motor car is purchased for the first time in this year. If it was there in the business since the beginning, no, 100% there was opening WDV which they would have given you. If they have not given that opening WDV, meaning the motor car block will be made for the first time in this previous year, opening WDV will become zero. Opening WDV is not there. Block, you are forming the block for the first time. Yes or no? Now whatever motor car you are going to purchase, no, that purchased motor car will be added to the block. Opening WDV 0, add addition. Yes or no? But addition details are not given here. So they must have given that details above. Can you see expenditure side, purchase of motor car? Expenditure side, purchase of motor car for official use. Now tell me, is this motor car purchased for business or profession? Yes. Is it an asset purchased for the business or profession? Yes. So it is a capital expenditure. No, this is not an allowable expense. Disallow. You will have to show this amount as a part of your block and claim it in small parts in the form of what? Depreciation. So if it is reduced from the profit, you will have to add back in the profit. Yes or no? Add back this amount in the profit and bring this amount in the block. Now tell me, when this motor car is purchased, have they given you any date? We will assume it is purchased and put to use for more than 180 days. Okay, now? Now, is there any deletion, meaning any motor car sold from the block? No, only this motor car is purchased. So can I say, here, I will have to first make the block of motor car. See, motor car block, which is depreciable at the rate of 15%. Motor cars are depreciable at 15% only, no? Now, what will be the opening WDV? Opening will be nil. Is there any addition in the block? Yes, this block is created for the first time in this year with zero opening WDV. Additions are there. How much additions? 80,000. Less than or greater than? Greater than equal to 180 days. We have assumed this. Is there any less than 180 days addition? No addition. Is there any deletion in the block? No, nil. So what will be the final WDV on which the depreciation can be charged? 80,000. And they are saying that on this 80,000 you have to charge 15%. Getting my point? So can I say directly 15% of 80,000 will be how much? 12,000. Now this 12,000, my dear friends, is the depreciation which you have calculated on the motor car under section 32. Can we claim this depreciation as a deduction? Yes. But this is not recorded above, no. So we'll have to claim this separately as what? Unrecorded business expense. Done, sir? Understanding? Now next one. Value of benefits received from clients during the course of profession, 10,500. Just become a chartered accountant. You are giving services to your clients and in return your clients are paying you fees. Is it your PGBP income? Yes. So instead of paying the fees, now they are giving you benefits. Don't you think that this is a perquisite received in the course of profession? This is also your PGBP income. Specific charge is there under the PGBP head. As per the specific charge of PGBP head, this is your PGBP income. But my dear friends, this PGBP income is not recorded above. I will have to separately add this amount in my profit. Yes or no? So this is my unrecorded business income. I will add this unrecorded business income in my profits. Yes or no? Hello, sir. So this information in box. This information in box. Don't forget to less 12,000. Don't forget to add 10,500 in your profits. Understanding? This is the same way in which we have solved the questions, macha. Yes or no? All the PGBP questions we have solved in this manner only, no? Now, incentives to article. Can you see incentives are given? See, incentives to articles amounting to 13,000. See, in my CA practice, whatever payment I'll make to the articles will be my PGBP expense, no? If I'm a chartered accountant, in my CA practice, the articles will be there. So payments which I'll make to the articles will be my business related expense only, no? Hello? Should be allowed, no? Now, if I give them stipend, then also it is allowed. If I give them incentives, then also it is allowed, no? Hello? Now, why I am giving them incentives? What is the reason for that? That reason is given there. Because few articles passed in the first attempt, so I gave them what? Incentives. So what is the reason? What is the meaning for giving that reason? Incentives, I am giving that incentives to myself or my family members. Is it my personal expense? No. So whatever amount I am giving to my articles in my profession, that is my professional expense only, no? Whether I am giving them stipend or I am giving them incentives, it is my professional expense. Should be allowed as a deduction. Now why I am giving incentives? What is the meaning of giving this information? Just to confuse you. Just to confuse you. Don't get confused. Don't fall in this kind of traps, Stipend also allowed and incentives also, PGBP expense allowed. So please allow both the things, stipend also and incentives also. And this information number 3, tick mark, there will be no effect of this information on your profits. Yes or no? Nowhere, no effect has to be given. They are just giving you information to deviate your mind that you should commit some mistake based on this. Okay, next one. Repairs and maintenance of the car include 2000 for the period from 1st October 2024 to 30th September 25. Now wait, can you see the second line of the first line of the question? First line of the question. I have deliberately not read that line. Yes, now I am going to read. See, they are saying that she maintains her accounts on what basis? Now, whatever incomes for this year or any year received in this year, taxable in this year. Any income received in this year will be taxable in this year. Whether that income is for this year or any year, I don't care. Any expense paid in this year, whether for this year or any year, will be allowed as a deduction in this year. Hello? So can you see that motor car repairs expenses 2000? This 2000 relates to 1st October 24. 1st October 24 to 30th September 25. So can I say this 2000 is for this 1 year, meaning that out of this 2000, half 1000 is related to this year and half 1000 related to next year, 1st April to 30th September, next year. Hello? Whatever it is. Is it paid in this year? Will be allowed in this year because you are maintaining cash basis. So the repairs expenses of this year paid in this year will be allowed in this year. Repairs expenses of next year paid in this year allowed in this year only. Hello sir. Meaning that entire 2000 will be allowed? No. Now this 2000 is included above in the 4000. Can you see this 4000? Now in this 4000, that 2000 given in the adjustment, out of that 1000 for previous year, out of that 2000 for previous year 24-25 and for previous year 25-26, 6 months, 1000 is there, 1000 is there. It will not make any difference whether this 1000 is for this year, this 1000 is for the next year. If it is paid in this year, has to be allowed in this year because I am maintaining books on cash basis. Entire 2000 allowed. And the balance 2000 is also my repair and maintenance and petrol of the car only, will be allowed in this year. Got it, sir? Entire 4000 allowed, in short, nothing to be disallowed. Sometimes these kind of informations they will deliberately give you, not having any effect, no add, no less, nothing to be done, but still they will be giving you, so that you get confused and you do some mistakes. Will you be able to correlate this thing? Sure. Put a tick mark. Salary includes 30,000 to a computer specialist in cash. Ayyo. For assisting Miss Purvi in one professional assignment. See, there was one computer specialist who was assisting you in your professional assignment. So to that computer specialist, you have paid salary of rupees 30,000. That 30,000 is your business related expense. We would have allowed it fully. But you should have paid that amount by prescribed modes, no? Is that amount more than 10,000? Yes. So we will assume that the same amount of 30,000 you have paid in one day to that one person by way of cash 40A3. This amount will be disallowed. So this amount is included in salary above. Can you see the salary amount? How much? 15,50,000. In that 15,50,000, 30,000 salary, which is more than 10,000 paid in cash, will be disallowed as per section 40A3. So out of this, can I say 30,000 will be disallowed, and the balance 15,20,000 staff salary, what should I do? This will be allowed, yes or no? So this information is also done. Now the traveling expenses, now see, again this is a trap, again this is a trap. I'm telling you in advance, this is a trap. Traveling expenses include expenditure incurred on foreign tour 32,000, which was within RBI norms. Can you see the traveling expense above? 5,25,000. In this traveling expense, 32,000 is for foreign tour, and which is within RBI norms. Whether it is in RBI norms or not, I don't care. Tell me that 32,000 is for what? It is for foreign tour. Is it a business related expense? Just because it is a foreign tour, it is not a business related expense. Who told you that foreign tours are always made for personal purposes? Are they telling you that foreign tour was for personal purpose? So till the time they are not telling you that the foreign tour was for personal purpose, we will always assume that the foreign tour was for professional purpose. I must have a client outside India. To give the services to my client, I would have done this foreign tour. Till the time they are not telling me that the foreign tour was personal, this foreign tour cannot be treated as personal. I will consider this as a professional foreign tour only. And on my professional foreign tour, I am spending 32,000. Is it my business related expense? Yes. And the balance traveling expense is also my business related expense. Hello, sir. So in my traveling expense, no, this 32,000 spent on foreign tour is also allowed, and the balance is how much? 5,25,000 minus 32,000 will give me 4,93,000. That traveling expense is also allowed. That is also my business related expense. Hello, sir. Will you remember? Now, next one. Medical insurance premium on the health of dependent brother. Forget about this. Any medical insurance premium of self, spouse, dependent children or parents only will be allowed. For dependent brother, how much you have paid? 5,000 will not be allowed as a deduction under 80D. Forget about it. Now, and the major son dependent on her. Oh my God, major son was dependent on her. Yes or no? 10,000. This 10,000 can be claimed as a deduction. Self, spouse, dependent children, parents. Yes or no? So, dependent children, the premium can be claimed as a deduction. 10,000 can be claimed as a deduction, but will not be allowed because it is paid in cash. Ayyo. She should not have paid this amount in cash. If paid in cash, no, hence this is disallowed. So, did you see 80D? Yes. But will you get 80D? No. You will not get 80D. So you'll have to write a note that the premium for dependent brother is not allowed. Premium for the brother is not allowed, even if dependent. Premium for dependent son can be taken, but it is paid in cash, hence it is not allowed. Understanding? Next one. She invested amount of 10,000 in national saving certificate. Can I say for this she is going to get deduction under ATC, national saving certificates? And she paid 70,000, amount which is more than 2,000. Sorry, 70,000 towards advance tax. Advance tax is not a expense to be allowed. Advance tax is a payment of tax in advance. So whenever you will calculate your tax liability, no, for this year, out of your this year's tax liability, what you are going to do? Out of your this year's tax liability, you are supposed to reduce this advance tax. To this extent, you are not supposed to pay tax. Hello. So this will be reduced out of the tax. Now believe it or not, you are going to calculate the tax also here. And very important tax calculations are very important. Now pay attention. Compute the total income and tax payable. See, you have to compute total income also. You have to compute tax payable also. In a most beneficial manner. They are not directly telling you 115 BSE or no 115 BSE. You will have to now calculate both. 115 BSE also, no 115 BSE also. And then calculate the tax under both the system. And you are supposed to say which one is the most beneficial option. Yes. Whether to follow 115 BSE or not to follow 115 BSE. But wait, this is not the end of question. We are yet to read the balance part of question. Yes or no? Now come to the table. In the table, salary is done, stipend is done, incentives done. Office rent allowed or disallowed? PGBP, come on, tell me. Office rent allowed or disallowed? Allowed. Printing stationery allowed or disallowed? Allowed. Meeting, seminar and conference allowed or disallowed? Allowed. Repair maintenance already done. Yes or no? Now traveling expense already done. Municipal tax paid in respect of a house property allowed or disallowed? Disallowed. This is for the house property. Can you see right hand side house property rent is there? 85,600. That rent is not your PGBP income. That rent is income from house property. So for this property the municipal tax is paid. So this municipal tax is not your business related expense. This will directly go to income from house property. And that 85,600 is not your PGBP income. That is your income from house property, actual rent. And this amount will only become your GAV. Getting my point, sir? Everyone? Now, read the right hand side. Fees received. As a chartered accountant, you are receiving these fees. Audit fees, then taxation services, then consultancy fees. Are these fees your professional incomes? PGBP income only? Tick mark. PGBP income. Then dividend. Oh, dividend is your PGBP income, not your PGBP income. Then which incomes are IFOS? And this is gross. So entire 10,524 will be taxable. Income from UTI, Unit Trust of India. This is also not your PGBP income. This is your IFOS income. See, whenever dividend you receive more than 5,000, dividend from domestic company or dividend from UTI or mutual fund, which is more than 5,000. On that, 10% TDS is deducted. Dividend on shares, TDS under section 194. So, the gross amount directly given, meaning that this is including the TDS amount. Entire amount you have to show taxable. But wait, TDS was deducted from both these amounts. Under section 194, from dividend, TDS was deducted 10%, and under section 194K, there is one section 194K. Under that section, dividend from units of UTI, dividend from units of mutual fund. On those units, whatever dividend you are getting, if that dividend is more than 5,000, no. So on that dividend also, 10% TDS is deducted. Now both the amounts are gross only. Meaning that including TDS, this entire amount reduced from the profit and show under the head IFOS. But wait, at the time of calculating the tax liability, no, the TDS which was deducted from these incomes, you will take as what? Credit. Don't forget to do that. Okay. Now 15,000 honorarium. This is not your PGBP income. This is your income from other sources. Honorarium from various institutions for valuation of answer papers. Chartered accountants evaluate the papers, no, of various institutes, some college, some ICI. So for that they get honorarium. So this honorarium is not their PGBP income. This is their IFRS income. Okay. Now please pay attention here. Just like the last question we have done. First we will write 115 BAC. Not followed. If we don't follow 115 BAC, normal regime, normal tax regime. And what if we follow 115 BAC? So first we will calculate normally, then we'll go to 115 BAC. Okay, no? Or we are going to do it simultaneously. Simultaneously also we can do. Okay. So first of all, tell me, do I have income from salary given in the question? Total income has to be calculated. So to calculate total income, I need to have income from salary first. Ask your question. Question, give me income from salary. Question says no income from salary, Anna. I said, okay, no problem, Anna. There is no income from salary. Ask the question. Question, do you have income from house property? Question will say, yes, I have 85,600, and that is GAV only. But don't you think from that GAV 85,600 you are going to get 3,000 rupees municipal tax deduction? So NAV will be 82,600 and minus 30% of that you will get 57,820. There is no interest on housing loan. If it was there, it was also allowed. Yes or no? Whether you follow 115 BSc or you don't follow 115 BSc, from let out property, interest on housing loan is allowed fully. Yes or no? Now, whether you follow 115 BSc or you don't follow 115 BSc, your income from house property remains same. 57,820. Hello, sir. 57,820. Okay. Now, PGBP. Be very careful now. Be very, very careful. Now, let us assume that we are not following 115 BSc and we'll calculate the PGBP first. Then we will see what is to be done. Okay, no? Now, do you have profit? Take profit on your calculator. 9,28,224. Now, on your profit, 9,28,000, how much? 224. 928,224. All the debit side expenses which I have disallowed, I have to add them. So one by one, with me, you are going to do it. Add 30,000 salary. Then you will add purchase of car, 80,000. Then you will add 3,000 municipal tax. 3 expenses disallowed from debit side. Have you added? Whether you follow 115 BSc or you don't follow 115 BSc, this is going to remain same. There is no change here. Understanding? Now right hand side. Do you have incomes? Do you have incomes? Now 10,524 is not your PGBP income. So reduce 10,524. Reduce 7,600. Reduce 15,800. And reduce 85,600. Because these are not your PGBP incomes. Wait. Debit side, disallowed expense added back. Credit side, non-PGBP incomes added. Now, do you have any unrecorded business expense? Yes, depreciation of 12,000. So, you will have to reduce 12,000. Do you have any unrecorded business income? Yes, 10,500. Add 10,500. So, on your calculator, you must be getting 9,20,200, everyone. So whether you follow 115 BSc or you don't follow 115 BSc, this is going to remain same only. Because see, under the head PGBP, no, additional depreciation will be added back if you follow 115 BSc. Donations for scientific research will be added back if you are following 115 BSc. That is not allowed. Hello? But those items are not given. Whether you follow 115 BSc or you don't follow 115 BSc, your PGBP income remains this only, 9,20,200. 9,20,200. 9,20,200. Everyone got this? Now pay attention, capital gains you don't have. So capital gain nil and nil. Yes sir. Now IFRS do you have? Yes sir, I have IFRS. But in IFRS no, you have see 10,524 dividend which will be taxable. Gross amount, this is gross amount, this will be taxable. Now 7,600 units of UTI, income from units of UTI, meaning this is dividend from UTI. This is also taxable. And 15,800 is your honorarium. That is also taxable. So you are getting 33,924. Can I say this 33,924 will be your IFRS income? 33,924 will be your IFRS income. Now please do the needful. See 33,924 plus 9,20,200 plus 57,820, you are going to get 10,11,944. 10,11,944 GTI. Under both the regimes, GTI is remaining same. See, there is no change because there are no impacts of 115 BSE. Okay, no? Now, chapter 6A deductions. Two deductions you have identified. One is 80C and another one is 80D. Can you claim 80D? No. Because under normal scheme also you cannot claim. Because one was for dependent brother, another was for dependent son, but it was paid in cash, hence not allowed. Yes or no? And here you cannot claim only. Chapter 6 deductions are not allowed from 115 BSE. Yes or no? Now 80C also you cannot claim here. But do you have 80C? Investment in NSC? How much? 10,000. 10,000 will be allowed under 80C subject to a limit of 1,50,000. So can I say entire 10,000 will be allowed here? Now if you calculate your total income, no guys, here your total income will be 10,01,944 and here it will be 10,11,944. 10,01,944. 10,01,944. Okay. Now on this total income, no, you will apply normal rates. And on this total income, you will apply 115 BSE rates. Because see, till total income, till GTI, I was same. So it was beneficial for me. Both ways, it is okay. But the moment I came to total income, 10,000 rupees less is my total income in 115 BSE. And now I will apply the tax rates also and see if my tax is less in 115 BSE, I will follow 115 BSE. That will be more beneficial. But if my tax is higher in 115 BSE, I will not follow 115 BSE, I will follow normal. Yes or no? But for that, I need to calculate the tax also, no? To know that which is the most beneficial thing. So see, on normal rates, no, when I'll apply, tell me, can you see Purvi is not a senior citizen? So if she is not a senior citizen, basic exemption limit 2,50,000 will be applicable. So here my tax on total income will be first 2,50,000 nil, then 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, it will be 12,500. Then 5 lakh to 10 lakh, it will be 1 lakh. And any total income above 10 lakh, yes, 1,944. 1,944 is above 10 lakhs. On that, I will apply 30%. So that will be 583. Did you get this, everyone? So 583 plus 1,12,500 will give me 1,13,083. Wait. Now this is the tax on my total income. 1,944, no? 1944 into 30%. Yeah, 583. Correct? No? Correct? Now pay attention. This 1,13,083 will be my tax on total income. Will I add any surcharge? No. Why? Because my total income is not more than 50 lakhs. Will I get any rebate? No. Since my total income is not less than or equal to 5 lakhs. Okay. So no surcharge, no rebate. I will have to add 4% cess. So this will be 1,13,083 into 4% will be added 1,17,606. This is my gross tax liability. Wait. Don't be in a hurry. This is my gross tax liability. Have I paid any advance tax? Yes. Was there any TDS deducted from my income? Yes. 2 TDS were deducted. Those also I will reduce. Advance tax also I have paid. So 70,000 advance tax I have paid. I will reduce that. And TDS on what? Dividend on shares and TDS on dividend on units. 10% I would have paid. So 7,600 into 10% will be 760. And 10,524 was my dividend. On that 10% will be 10,524 into 10% will be 1052. 1052. Yes or no? Please reduce this. So 1,17,606 minus 70,000 minus 1052 minus 760. I am going to get 45,794 as my net tax liability. Hello. Now I will round it off under section 288B and this amount will now be 45,790. This is my final tax payable. Got it, sir? Now pay attention. I have not yet calculated 115 BSc. Now I will calculate 115 BSc. Same process I have to follow, but the rate applicable will be different now. First 3 lakhs, no tax. First 3 lakhs, no tax, sir. Then 3 lakhs to 7 lakhs. 3 lakhs to 7 lakh. On this 4 lakh rupees, I will pay 5%. 20,000, sir. Then, sir, then 7 lakhs to 10 lakhs. On this 3 lakh, I will pay only 10%. 7 lakh to 10 lakh. I will pay only 10%. That is 30,000, sir. Then any total income from 10 lakh to 12 lakh, 10 lakh to 12 lakh, 10 lakh to 12 lakh, I have to pay 15%. So 10 lakh to 12 lakh? No, sir. 10 lakh to 10 lakh 11,000 only, sir. 10 lakh to 10 lakh 11,944. So can I say 11,944? I will have to pay 15% only, sir. 1792. 1792. Are you all getting it? So can I say 1792 plus 30,000 plus 20,000 will give me 51,792. And on that also I will have to add 4%. See, I am not going to charge any surcharge because for surcharge total income is not more than 50 lakhs. No rebate will be there because for rebate 7 lakh total income is seen under 115 BSc. So my total income is more than 7 lakhs. So no rebate will also be granted. Only 4% cess will be charged. So into 4% it will be 2072 and I will add that. How much I will get? 53,864. 53,863. Okay, no? 53,863. 0.264. Forget about points. Okay, forget about points. Now, this 70,000 will come here also. And these TDS will also come here. Can you please reduce? Minus 70,000 minus 1052 minus 760, you are going to get 17,949 negative. Now if I round it off, this will be 17,950. And my dear friends, this is not tax payable, this is refund due. So now I will ask you one thing. Showing this much total income, applying 115 BSE rates and taking a refund of tax, is it better? Or showing this income, applying normal tax and paying this much tax? Which is better? 115 BSE is better, no? So in terms of benefit, 115 BSE is better. So please check your final answer. See, 45,790 was my tax payable. 45,790 was my tax payable. Yes or no? And 17,950 refund. 17,950 refund. Got it now? This is the question. 15 marks question. I'm explaining, no? So it is taking time. But if you'll pick up the speed by solving few questions, no, you'll pick up the speed. And once you pick up that speed, no, then there is no stopping. Then automatically, immediately you will start doing, okay, 115 BSc, this is to be done. No 115 BSc, this is to be done. Okay. Now see, I'll tell you one thing. Your paper is, no, 100 marks paper is there. 3 hours time you get. 3 hours meaning 180 minutes. 60 minutes into 3, 180 minutes. So for every mark, how many minutes you are having? For 1 mark, you are having 1.8 minutes. So a question which is having 10 marks, you should spend 18 minutes. Getting my point? And question having 15 marks, you should spend 27 minutes. Reading, writing both. Question which is having 4 marks. So 1.8 into 4. 7.2 minutes. Approximately 8 minutes. If you go a single minute above this, remember you are eating the time of other question. Getting my point? So be very careful about this. So the way in which I am solving the questions with you now, you must have seen I am not reading the question for the second time. So try to copy my style. If you will copy my style, no, you will not read the question again and again. But otherwise, in the examination, these type of questions, people keep on reading again and again, wasting that time. Why to waste time? If you can do it everything at very first time only. Initially, you will take some time when you will yourself start, solving. But later on, once you are comfortable with this method, no, you will solve the questions like this very fast. But you will have to practice. A little practice will be required. Okay? Sure? Now, this was your question number. Question number 5, no? Or 4? This was your question number 4. Now, coming to question number 5 and 6. 5 and 6 both we are going to solve right now, okay? But do one thing, no? 5, 6, 7th is very important, huh? 8th is also very important. I'll solve 5th question with you. Okay, let's start with 5th. See, pay attention. This is P&L account. This is your credit side. This is your debit side. Credit side, debit side. Credit side, debit side. Can it be presented like this? Information. Yes, this is that same question. Now your P&L only is given. Because see, in the first line they are saying analysis of his trading and P&L revealed the following information. Meaning that whatever is given from point number 1 to point number 11. Hello? Whatever is given from point number 1 to point number 11, everything is from P&L account only. Can you see? 11 points are given, 11 points. So some are debits to P&L, some are credits to P&L, yes or no? So first you have to think that you are reading a P&L only. Then what effect you could have given, that you are supposed to give. Understanding? Now see, profit is also given, net profit. So from this profit only you have to fetch your PGBP income. Which method? Indirect method, sir. Because profit is given. So from your P&L, this is your profit. Okay. Now in this profit, you have to add, you have to less. You have to add, you have to less. The following items. And sometimes if it is allowed, no need to add, no need to less. If it is disallowed, either you will have to add or you will have to less. Getting my point? So take your profit on the calculator. 11,20,000. Okay. Now falling at the credit in the P&L account. Wait. Think from the point of view of credit side. On your credit side now, income from UTI 22,000 given. How much income from UTI given? 22,000. Tell me, is it your business income? So I will put a cross. This is not my business income. This is my IFOS income. So in your profit, this was added, no? Reduce. Minus. Minus from your profit. On your calculator, whatever profit is there, minus. Okay. Now tell me, interest on debentures, 17,500. Is it your PGBP income? No. This is my IFOS income. So in your profit, this is also added. Reduce. Okay. Next one is winnings from horse races. Winnings from horse races. Is it your PGBP income? No. This is also your income from other sources. So reduce this amount also from your profit. Okay. Now pay attention. Keep your calculator aside right now. Now pay attention. It was found that some stocks were omitted to be included both in the opening and closing stock, the value of which are opening stock 8,000 and closing stock 12,000. Think from the point of view of debit side. Debit side 8,000 not recorded. 8,000 expense not recorded. UBE. Reduce 8,000. Credit side, closing stock is on credit side, no? Hello? So closing stock, credit side, 12,000 not recorded. Income not recorded. Add 12,000. So this is UBE. This is UBI. 8,000 you will reduce and 12,000 you will add. On your calculator. On your calculator. Reduce 8,000 and add 12,000. Keep aside your calculator now. Come on. 1 lakh was debited in the P&L account being contribution to university approved and notified under section 3512. Wait. Let us see the last line. Optional tax regime. as per normal provisions. Meaning 115 BSE followed or not followed? Not followed. If you are not following 115 BSE, and in that case, contribution for scientific research, donation for scientific research is allowed, no? So please allow this 1 lakh. No need to add, no need to reduce. Getting my point? Hello, sir. If you allow something from the debit side, do you add back in the profit? No, no need to add. It was allowed. But if you are not following, if you were following 115 BSE, in that case this was not allowed. Then you would have to add it in the profit. Yes or no? Next one. Salary includes 20,000 paid to his brother, which is unreasonable to the extent of 2,500. Wait. Tell me. On your debit side, no, salary expense is there. In that salary expense, 20,000 salary you have paid to your brother. Is it allowable? Yes, it is allowable. But it has to be reasonable, no? Out of that 20,000, 2,500 is unreasonable. Meaning that 2,500 is not allowable. Disallowed. So this was reduced from the profit. You will have to add back in the profit. This 2,500 is disallowed. So add back in the profit. On your calculator, whatever amount is calculated, no, on that add this 2,500. Now advertisement expense include 15 gift packets of dry fruits costing rupees 1,000 per packet presented to important customers. Now see, advertisement expense includes 15,000 rupees which I have spent on dry fruits. Have I myself consumed those dry fruits, or I have given those dry fruits to my important customers? Is it my business related expense? Should it be allowed? So it is allowed only. No need to add. Getting my point? Next one. Total expense on car was 78,000. So on my debit side, 78,000 car expense was there. The car was used for both business and personal purposes. 3/4 is for business purposes. Meaning 1/4 out of this 78,000 is for personal. So 78,000 into 1/4 will be how much? 78,000 into 1/4. Wait, I am calculating. 19,500. So 19,500 should be allowed or should not be allowed? Should not be allowed. So whatever profit you have calculated, in that profit, this 19,500 should also be added. Add this 19,500. Okay. Now pay attention. Miscellaneous expenses include 30,000 paid to A and Company, a goods transport operator, in cash for distribution of the company's product to the warehouse. See, if this would have been any other expense, no, then it was fully disallowed because the amount was more than 10,000 and paid in cash. But if the payment is made to a transporter, then the limit seen is not 10,000, it is 35,000. Up to 35,000 payment made any mode is allowed. So will this 30,000 be allowed? Yes, this will be allowed. So no need to add this expense back. This is not disallowed. This is allowed only. Yes or no? Next one. Depreciation debited in books 55,000. Please add this 55,000 in your profit. Please add this 55,000. This is not allowed. Depreciation as per books is not allowed. Depreciation as per income tax rule 50,000 is allowed. So this is allowed, but this was not recorded. This was unrecorded. What was recorded? Only 55 was recorded. So add 55 because that is not allowed. Less 50 because that was not recorded. That is allowed, but that is not recorded. Yes or no? So add 55, less 50. Okay. Net you are adding 5,000 only. Okay. Next one. Drawing 10,000 debited in books. Drawings means personal drawings. Is it your business related expense? Then why have you debited in P&L? Add back. This is not your business expense. Add back. NSC investment 15,000. Is it your business related expense? No. This is your personal investment. Then why have you debited? Add back this 15,000 also. But do one thing. Later on when you will calculate your GTI, no? So claim it under ATC also. Later on. But right now you have reduced from profit. Add back to the profit. Yes or no? How much profit you are getting on your calculator? Give me the correct answer. If you have done all the things according to my instructions, How much amount you have got? $11,21,500. This should be your PGBP income. Let's check. Question number 5, no? 11,21,500. Very difficult, sir. Now wait. Now you are supposed to compute the total income. Do you have those three incomes? IFOs. Please go and check. How much was the income? IFOs income. Dividend 22,000. Then interest on debentures 17,500. And then 15,000 winnings from races. So total 54,500 will be your IFOs income. Yes or no? So in this question, you don't have any salary income. You don't have any house property income. You have PGBP income which you have calculated 11,21,500. Yes or no? And you have capital gain? No capital gain. Only IFOs income 54,500. So PGBP and IFOs both you have calculated. Add both the incomes. 11,76,000 you are going to get. Yes or no? But out of that you are going to get chapter 6 deduction because you are not following 115 BSc. 80C you are going to get 15,000 NSC. Hello? Reduce. Final amount will be 11,61,000. This question came in the exam. Yes, 10 marks. Now tell me anything in any question which I have not taught you and coming in front of you, or everything which I have taught, which we have studied in the class, only that is coming. You have to just be calm and give your answers accordingly. Whatever you have studied, no, with me, nothing will be outside that in the exam. Trust me. Everything will be from my lectures only. But how you have recollected that thing, how you have retained that thing in your mind, that is very important. Done, sir? So that was your question number 5. Now, are they telling you to calculate the tax liability also on 11,61,000 or only the total income? Only the total income. No need to calculate the tax liability. Okay, no? Compute the total income. See. Okay. Now, question number 6. No, take this question as a homework for today. Because questions like this we have already solved in set off and carry forward, if you remember. So this question will not be a difficulty for you. It will be very easy question. But wait, in this question, no, they are telling you to calculate the total income as well as tax liability both. So you will be able to calculate both total income and tax liability both. But and the advanced tax obligations also they are saying. Advanced tax I have not yet taught you. So once I'll finish the advanced tax chapter with you, then again come to this question. It will be a piece of cake for you. You will be solving that within seconds. But till that time, only calculate total income and tax liability. That's it. Okay, it is very easy. Assuming that you are following default tax regime. This is default tax regime question. Be very careful. So now tomorrow what I am going to do, I am going to start with question number 7. And the few questions which I have given you as homework today, question number 1 and 2 I have given you as a homework. Okay. And 2 more, 1 and 2 from illustrations I have given you as homework. And 1 and 2 from test your knowledge I have given you as homework. So those questions I will solve first. Then I will come to question number 6. Then I'll come to question number 7. Okay, no? And tomorrow the balance part will be completed fully. Meaning all the deductions which are remaining. 3 deductions are remaining. And 3 questions from deduction chapter. Those are remaining. Those I'll complete tomorrow. And tomorrow all the computation of total income questions will be done completely wiped off. Okay. And tomorrow if the time permits, we are going to start with another chapter. Okay. A small chapter I'll pick up so that I can finish tomorrow itself. Sure, sir? So tomorrow I am meeting you, but before that, wait, take one more question as a homework now. Question number 8 also, take it as a homework. So today you have to practice a lot. 5 questions are there. Don't worry, all the questions are very easy. But few places you will commit silly errors. That is for sure. I'm telling you in advance. And commit those mistakes and see the solution. You will understand, okay, oh, this error I committed. And tomorrow when I'll start solving the questions, no, you have to pick up my flow, that how I am solving those questions. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Till that time, please practice these questions. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye.